Melanie, that's because I'm by myself. I hadn't been talking yet. I just set it up and doing some stuff over on the side. Oh. All right, let's try Bitly again then, because Bitly didn't want to work here. Oh. Yeah. I tried using Bitlio. It doesn't want to work. I appreciate you stopping by, Melanie. All right, oh, I'm Facebooking you this because it doesn't want to work for me.
What up, Jeeves?
Yo, what's going on?
All right, let me mute. All right, what's up, man?
Oh, not much. Just hanging out this morning, buddy.
Let me see if I can do this link for you.
Yeah, I did it earlier, and then I went and copied something else, not thinking. And now it won't let me do Bitly again.
All right, okay, so I don't want the Facebook link. So let me copy the link you sent.
What's up, Rip? Yeah, good evening for you, huh? Let's see if I can get this link working, Rip, and then I'll send you one.
Yeah, it doesn't want to shorten it. You're right.
And it did a little while ago. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna post this link in the chat. Post the Hangouts link, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot. Oh, there be a bell ends. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. If Bitly's not working, man.
Rip. Let's see. I don't think I had you on Hangouts last time. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It won't let me link it, though. It's being a proper bellend.
All right, I'm gonna jump out and see if the links I'm creating work.
All right. I'm just gonna play music till Lo gets back. So Finn, Google Plus Jeeves. Okay. that music's too loud, y'all let me know. What?
Away with you in the backseat of my car. All right. I need both screens to do this fast.
So Jeeves,
Yep.
you know if you play music, you get a strike or you can get banned.
If I play music?
Yep.
Banned permanently or just banned from live?
You could get suspended and eventually get banned. Like you'll get strikes, but somebody came in and was playing music and Mad Dog got suspended for like 3 months or something.
That sucks.
Yes, sir.
Well, they should tell you that ahead of time then, because I hadn't seen that anywhere yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to, man. Hey, Rip. Yeah, Rip, email him and he'll.
Oh, yeah, that probably went to my junk email. Yep, it did. All right, let's see here. No, that doesn't help.
The Google link shortener.
Yeah, because that's a 24/7 live stream from YouTube that I'm playing, actually.
Yeah.
But it's supposedly it's no copyright, so.
Yeah. So how, man, how do is there any other link shorteners around? Yeah, I'm still trying to shorten this link.
Oh, can you hear me still?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I can still hear you.
Right now, Rip, not very well. That's how it works.
Oh man. It says Bitney's not working. Basically,
See, I can't even hear O right now.
Yeah? For real?
Let's see, I couldn't hear O. I'm trying to figure out how this stupid thing works.
All right. So I think I got it.
There we go.
All right. So I had to, you know how sometimes when you publish links through Facebook,
Yeah, it distorts them.
yeah. So I had to copy the Facebook distorted link, shorten that to Bitly, and then when you paste that, you do the whole, copy, copy link address thing,
Yeah.
and then that works. So that's
Okay.
what.
So, hey, Rip.
Yeah.
So,
So
Hey, I got in.
all right.
there he is.
So hey, how's it going, G? How's it going, O?
What's up, bud?
Everything's good, man.
Did you send Paul a link?
Yeah. Paul, you can copy that link. You can follow that link.
Yeah, I sent it to him on Facebook.
Okay.
He said it doesn't work. Wait, no. I'm telling him now that the link is in the chat.
Okay.
So, can I ask some questions about Hangouts? Because this just started, not too many people are here. So, like, how does a stupid question? Like, I don't want to sound like ignorant, but how does look? I have my Gmail open, and in Gmail there's a chat. I don't know if you guys have it. If you see it on your computers, because I'm on a PC, but I see in my right-hand side where all my inbox, sent mail, draft, and all the folders are. Down below, I see my own name, and then I see a kind of pop up. It kind of pops up, and then it's Google. What is it called? New conversation. It's like Google Plus. Do you guys have that in your mail?
Yeah, if I go to my Gmail, I'm pretty sure I do.
And then how does Google Hangouts work? I should understand how the whole thing works, because when I click on the plus, I see Aaron's stream from yesterday.
So what happens is,
Right.
Now there are two products made by Google, but they're two separate products. So basically, Hangouts is a way for you to call people. It's sort of like Skype. You can make voice calls. You could also make audio calls like what we're doing now. But because Google owns Hangouts, they allow you to publish those to YouTube, to live stream your Hangout calls to YouTube. So there are two distinct, separate, products. One is to make calls.
And the other one's to upload videos.
Yes, one is to watch videos, but then they allow you to push your Hangouts call to YouTube, which is what we're doing now.
Okay, so let's so let's say I get on Google Hangouts, okay? And then let's say before Hangouts it's Google Plus, right?
No,
I go straight to
you go Hangouts. Don't do Google Plus. It's Hangouts.
Yeah, I go straight to Hangouts.
How does Google Plus? There's some connection with Google Plus and Google Hangouts that I just don't understand.
There's no connection. The only thing is because they're both Google products. So it's sort of like if you want to message me on, let's say we have the Hangouts Messenger. So Microsoft does the same thing with Skype. So basically when you're using Skype, you're basically using a Microsoft product and they try to tie in some of their other products with it. So the reason why it tells you hey, you're not connected to Oral Seymour on Google Plus, it's just because it's Google products and they're just telling you oh, you're not connected to so yeah, that's all it is. There's no connection.
Okay, but how about the time? Am I totally off here, or do I not remembering properly? Because I've gone into Google Plus and then I found something and then clicked it. I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly what I'd have to open Google Plus. I haven't done that yet. Maybe I can, but I clicked something and then got into Hangouts through there.
Well,
yeah, you probably can because it's all Google. So when I go Google, let's see here. No, when I go into my Gmail, I can see a bunch of different Google options.
Yeah, the reason why you can hang out probably Jeeves when he posted his email address, did you try to invite him by putting in his email address?
No, I put my email address in there.
I sent you email, and I have a Gmail address also.
I'm just opening my Gmail now. See, you can go. So when you go on Plus, oh, I didn't
See,
want.
look at this. I just opened Google Hangouts. I see oral Reef community worldwide. I see that, and then I click like it's new under Google Hangouts. I see new conversation. Under conversation, like under that white thing that I'm on a PC, like so it's not a phone, but under that white banner, whatever it is, I see the camera icon, and it's green. Then when I click the three buttons, I see archive and leave, which means I'm in this conversation.
Yeah, that's not Google Plus though. That is just Hangouts. Like I said, it's just because.
Oh, so Google Hangouts. Yeah, sorry, Google
Hangouts. It's not Google Plus. So I'll tell you how that happens. Every time you do one of these live streams, Google counts it as a call, as you had a group chat. So they allow you to archive it and go back and see, oh, you had this archive. So for instance, let's say me, you, Paul, and Jeeves all decided to have like a Friday stream where we all, four of us, do it consistently every week.
Like 4 reefers.
Ah, yeah, I got it. It archives your calls.
Yeah, so you could always go in and just hit the call button. Like you can say, okay, we're having this call at 10 o'clock. You can just go in and hit the call button and it'll dial everybody up. And when everybody answers, it conferences everybody in.
Right.
So basically, the only reason why we have so many of them is because we're not normal people and we do these live streams like that.
Right.
But a normal person like my wife would say, oh, just like a record in your phone that says, oh, you called so-and-so last week. That's like a record that says,
it's like a group text message, basically.
It's like, oh, you called DM's Reef last week, you know, or you called somebody last week. So that's why, you know, there is. Yeah, but it's Google Plus I don't think is tied in. It's really Google Hangouts and then Google because I use Google Plus to like message my wife sometimes, and I use it to call my wife. You know, for instance, when I use Android and she had an iPhone, we couldn't FaceTime each other, so I use Google Hangouts to like video call her. Or if I want to call somebody,
okay, so I'm in Google Plus now. Oh. So you're making me think, right? I must be confused. So I'm confusing the Hangouts home, you know, when you go to Google Hangouts with Google Plus. So that's one thing. Okay, I'm not confused about that anymore. So I got it. I woke up. The light just come on. So if you go to communities in Google Plus, what's that? Like, what is that? I'm sorry. It's a change. It's a different topic. Like I change topic now, but what can you tell me what that is? Like communities?
Google Plus?
Yeah, can we make a community in Google Plus and then what like
yes, and you can have the same 10 guys on every call.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Google Plus used to be Google's like answer to like social network. They wanted to create their own social network and it didn't really go too well. But the thing is, when they were trying to promote it, they tied it heavily into their products. So what happens is they can't just get rid of it. It has to be remnants because it's so tied. So for instance, when they had Google Plus, I was all into it. So I tied my my Google, I tied my YouTube, all my YouTube and everything is tied into Google Plus. So technically they can't delete it or it's going to rip out like the belly of all my different, you know, Google stuff. So it's still there. It's still in the background hovering, but it's not something like if we needed to create a community, we wouldn't do Google Plus. Yeah.
Okay. So Google Plus communities are not popular. Okay. I just woke up to that. For being an IT guy, I'm just embarrassing. But anyway, I'm laughing at myself. But yeah, like I never knew about the Google Plus.
Google Plus came and died, so no need to worry about it.
No, even if you're IT, it doesn't matter because I mean it's Google-specific products.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't do anything with like Oracle, I don't know if you've ever worked with Oracle stuff.
Yeah, I just should know about it because I'm usually up on all the stuff. You know, it's like I feel embarrassed. Like I didn't even know.
This is all new.
Yeah, I knew about it because of SEO, and you know, I needed to know about it because you know I needed, but yeah, no need.
Oh, they need to make a massive clear conversation. That's what they need to do. I'm getting tired of clearing all these things.
Yeah, I clear it every time now because I like see like 50 conversations, right? So I just either leave group or delete conversation.
That's what I'm leaving group on each of them because there's too many of them.
And not only that, though, sometimes somebody will send like a random text message or message through it. Nice when
exactly.
When you're
Yeah, I'll click on it and start calling it because I'm trying to jump back into what I was on 10 minutes ago on my computer, and I'm going to my phone.
Yeah, I don't delete them immediately because what happens is you might delete them the next day because what happens is I like Hangouts because like if once I join this call on my computer, if I pick up my phone, I can just join the call with one click from my phone. So
yeah, well that's what I'm saying. A lot of for me, it seems like a lot of times it won't update itself. So I'll go to click on the top one, and that's Dev's Hangout from yesterday or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then it'll start calling.
Yeah, sometimes is the person doesn't close the Hangout because and you know what? You know who's notorious for this? I'm not blaming him, but Scott. Like Scott will join a Hangout because what happens is a Hangout doesn't end until the last person leaves.
Right.
So what happens is, sometimes like Scott, you know how Scott will be muted and then fall asleep and leave the computer open. And then it's like, then he'll like get up and go to work the next day, which is
right.
Fine. But then once Scott is in, like when his computer finally goes to sleep, it gets disconnected. But until the last person leaves, technically the call. So if Reef dudes, for instance, like left yesterday and didn't put his computer to sleep or didn't close that window, like technically he's still in the call and the call didn't end. So that'll be open and it'll be always at the top of your list because it says, hey, this call is longer than some new one you just joined 5 minutes ago.
Right.
Hey, Melanie, how you doing? Hey, Rip. Oh, Rip's here.
All
right. Hey, Jeeves, man, you gotta. So next time, we gotta. I don't. Where's Paul?
He's at work still. That's why I didn't see anybody on. I got up. I fixed me some coffee. I sat down. I was checking emails, and then I said, "Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start one so anybody that's working or whatever can come and hang out." Because normally somebody would have one up by now. So
yeah,
Yep. I'm downloading a video editor here, so I'm gonna try and edit some videos later.
What are you downloading?
It's a free one.
Okay. If you want I can't mention the name of the software because I'll get you in trouble, but if you reply to my email and you want something that you might be interested in, you could message me and I'll reply to the email and
okay.
Yeah.
Give me about a minute here. I'm almost done. I've got like 5 conversations left to clear.
If you want,
yeah, I'm about anything better because I'm just starting. So, tech talk tonight? Question mark.
Yep.
Yep. He said, "Yep." Oh, not. Yeah, Rick Van Winkle.
I'm gonna do tech talk tonight I'm gonna do tech talk tonight for about 2 hours. And since like you and like Dave and there's more people who can stream now, I'm not gonna like do those 7-hour streams. I think what we'll do is
just play it by ear of who's on, because like me, I went back on call this morning. Oh, Melanie's having trouble with Apex.
Ooh, so Melanie, you're gonna join the stream tonight?
Because I went back on call this morning, so I'll probably have to go to work sometime this afternoon is what it's looking like.
All right. On call, so you have to be ready.
I'll chime in on my phone, but I won't be able to stream. Depends on what job it is. If it's there's a couple of the boats that we work with. They run what they call tows on the river.
What river?
Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
They run tows. So what a tow is, it's like a dedicated run for a truck driver. They have 1 or 2 barges that go from one facility to the other, and that's all they do is back and forth and back and forth. And every now and then they'll make a different stop, but they're always going to stop and pick up a barge to go to one of those destinations on the way. And so like we have a couple of dedicated tows that well, thank you for listening in, Melanie. Um, with the dedicated boats and all. So it's not just a dedicated set of barges, but the tugboat is actually dedicated to those barges for our facility. And so they're always there. So when they're there, you know, hey, come on, come watch satellite with us. You know, what do you want to eat? Fix you a coffee, grab you a Coke. They don't care. You know, that we hook up, and while they're pumping, and that's it. Billy Pipes.
Blah. Hey, how far are you from like Memphis?
Good ways.
Good ways. All right.
About an 8-9 hour drive.
Oh damn. All right. I'll be in Memphis next week Tuesday. But all right. I just heard you say Mississippi River, so I thought, hey, Memphis is on the Mississippi River.
Well, so is like Milwaukee, but
all right, geez.
It turns into something else by then. But
hey, man, it's early. I haven't had coffee yet.
Speaking of Mississippi River, doesn't that run right by the St. Louis Arch?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Yeah.
What's up, Billy?
What up?
What's up, Billy?
Doing a water change. I love
working today.
I'm kind of ashamed by you people that live in the U.S. and don't know about the Mississippi River. That's elementary school through high school.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? When I was in school, we learned about, the arch and all that other stuff. And when I used to do, I belong to a group, it's called PSI, Plumber Success International. And I used to do training right in St. Louis where the arch is. And, like they teach you about whatever. But when I went to the arch, first I didn't even know you could go inside of it and go up to the top of it. And it's twice as tall as the Statue of Liberty. And underneath the arch is a town. There's an actual town under the arch.
Mm-hmm.
What?
And I thought, yeah. I learned a lot when I was there, like about that, spot. Like the arch was constructed, from side to side, and it met together at the top in the middle. The worst injury I could say during the construction of it was a guy broke his hand. It's full stainless steel. And there's a town underneath with it's like a mini mall underneath with all kinds of, it's like a museum and all this other crap. And I thought it was pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, I mean,
and if you ever go there and you're looking at the arch, and behind the arch is the river, look at the left pillar, front side, and you'll see the words Billy Pipes scratched into the stainless steel. It'll be there forever because you can't buff stainless steel. No.
Oh man.
Yeah.
How's the stunner doing there? Oh,
looking nice, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's that one you got from you.
Yeah, I counted the. Huh?
I don't want to get a chalice. I haven't gotten one yet.
I found the stunners are definitely the easiest to keep. But they can be dangerous. But
I've got a good bit of room to fill in. I've got a spot where they could go, where if it grew too big, it would run into 2 torches. So,
yeah,
I think the torches might win that battle.
That Acan O has 11 heads. I actually got a good count on it today.
That's the torch?
I'm sorry, the Acan.
Acan. Okay.
Yep. Getting ready. As soon as I'm done with this cigarette, I'm going to get dressed and then go to the office, clean my van. Last night, I built my stand and my canopy for the new tank.
Nice.
I painted the glass panel for the bottom, so that should be done. I should be installing that probably tomorrow.
Nice.
I'll see that on your channel when you put your video up.
Yeah, I want to do. And that's one thing I got to do is I always build stuff, and I never really show the step by step. I get so damn involved, and I have like 5 projects going at once, and I got to really start at least taking pictures.
It's up to you step by step, but I think like basically the normal people just want to see what you build, like any way you want to present it is fine.
Yep.
Phil, yeah, I only have like 8 people watching and 70-something subscribers, and I get thumbs down. I had some troll jump in the other day and start getting stupid, and I banned him. I'm pretty sure that's who it is.
Yeah.
Wait,
It takes a long time to forget about the thumbs down. Like people I
don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, somebody jumped into the Hangout like here and started causing trouble?
No, he jumped onto the YouTube chat and putting all kinds of stupid stuff on there.
Drew Bellin. I think it's Paul, by the way. I nominate Paul.
Paul?
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't bother me. I'm not trying to get monetized. The only reason, like I was telling somebody the other day, I don't care. You can pump my channel all you want. I'll give you the money. It doesn't bother me because I don't care about being monetized or anything on here. The only reason I want followers is where if I post a video because I'm a little newer to this, somebody might say, oh, hey, watch this. This could be a problem. Or hey, try this instead. That's the only reason I want people to watch my stuff. I'm just hosting the Hangouts because I like to hang out and chat.
Sorry, man. Thumbs down. As Reef said, you're part of the crew now. But personally, like I said, I think it was Paul because his team lost, so he was just being a bell end.
That's what Phil said. He said, "You're part of the crew now. You got a thumbs down."
Oh, he's here. Sorry, I didn't see you.
It's all right. We all know that Liverpool's a bell ends like you. Hey, Billy.
I finally learned what the word bell end means when I was hanging out with Billy. I didn't want to ask. Because I would sound like a bell end by asking.
Exactly. See, you got it. Yeah, used it in a sentence perfectly. It's all good. I've just snuck out of work. I'm not supposed to finish for 40 minutes.
Stopping at KFC?
No, I've just been to Greg's. Do you know to get some sausage rolls?
English food sounds so terrible.
No, it's not. It's a sausage in batter. Sausage in pastry.
It's like a pig in a blanket almost.
Pig in a blanket.
Or a kolache, however you want to say it.
He's like, he has no idea what we're talking about.
So, Seymour, we're sorting this thing out later.
What time again?
Do it when I get back. Oh, about an hour.
You're cutting out. I can't hear.
About an hour, he'll be off.
All right, so yeah,
I'll be home in about 10 minutes. I only work 10 minutes. Like, thinking 10 minutes from work.
All right. We'll figure it out once you get home. All right.
Right, no worries.
Yeah.
It's all right. Good then.
Wait, what are we figuring out?
The link shortener?
Oh no, we know how to do that.
Okay.
In fact, in a bit, Seymour, you could do it going on your screen and just screen sharing to show everyone how to do it. That link shortener.
Oh, Jeeves know how to do it.
I did it. It wouldn't accept it. Bitly said this link cannot be shortened, and I was copying it from the Hangout invite people link.
Does that every now and then. Usually, when it does it, check again 10 minutes later, and it lets you do it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because it worked 10 minutes ago, and then I copied something else. And
yeah.
Time for me to get ready for work.
Hi, Billy. Hey, thanks again for the chalice, man, and the rocks.
Yep. I'll talk to you.
All right, cool.
Later,
Billy.
All right.
So what did Finn Time say? He said sausage meat wrapped in a poof pastry?
Yeah.
yeah, that's what.
Pastry, yeah. puff pastry. Poof.
A poof pastry?
Puff. Puff. Like a puff.
Looks like a pig in a blanket almost.
Nobody
It's
understands
a
my humor.
sausage roll. Sausage roll. Beautiful sausage roll. With a bit of the old Houses of Parliament sauce on it.
Man, you're gonna make me hungry. I hadn't eaten yet this morning.
Just bought loads of these and all. Loads of these. Chocolate fingers. Man,
I did my little protein shake this morning, and that doesn't do squat for me.
I got loads of these and all.
I'm trying not to eat.
That's Lucozade?
Yeah, they're giving them away free, like in town centre. So I said, give me loads. So they give me loads of them.
Lots of carbs.
I haven't heard Lucozade in a while. Wow.
Has that sold in America?
It is, but it's not big. Yeah.
All right. My break up because I'm driving.
There's a Reef Community USA.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's Seamus Group.
I'll have to join that. I didn't even know. See, I'm learning all this stuff now about all these different groups and.
Yeah. I'm trying to get
Where are you finding the groups?
on Facebook.
Facebook.
Oh, on Facebook. I see.
Let me get done shooting people here, and I'll go join them both.
Join Reef Community Worldwide and Reef Community like USA.
I haven't.
Reef Community Worldwide and Reef Community USA.
I'm going to make a group, Bell Ends Anonymous.
I've already got one. I think it's called Reefing with All. Wah, wah, wah.
Shots fired.
Here, look at this, right? Look at this here, right? Let me turn this around, right? I don't know if you can see mine. I'll pin it or whatever.
Oh,
Right?
that
Do you know when we
was
talk about?
really,
Do you know when we talk about Cockfield's Farm? Oh, come on. Yeah. Do you know we talk about Cockfield's Farm all the time?
Nope.
Right? Cockfield's Farm.
What did you say? Cockfield Farm?
Yeah, it used to be one of the best LFSs in the UK. This is where it used to be. It used to be there.
What happened to it?
Strange
Shut it
name,
down.
but
That's where it used to be there. It's called farm because it's a freaking farm. No, you know what I mean?
Ooh.
Yeah.
okay, I joined it. Okay, so you can just join. There's no no waiting.
No, I think you've joined, but you've got to be accepted.
Joined up.
The thing is, there's admins on there that just
pending.
accept you straight away usually.
Yeah, pending. I see it now.
Yep.
I'm actually not that into we'll call it social media. I just started recently. USA.
I've just got a message off my mate. What time are you Bellens going out Saturday? Straight away.
That sounds like me and my friends. That's how we are with it. You know, talk to each other, and you'd think we hate
really
each other.
Yeah, well, we do that. I really don't want to go out, or I can't be bothered. How terrible the roads are around here. Terrible, isn't it?
Oh, it's not worse in Louisiana. I promise you that.
Okay, I joined USA also. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
you drive on the other side,
Seymour.
like Japan.
Seymour, you there? Seymour.
Yeah. What's up?
Right, look, do you know I mentioned them flags that are upside down? Look, the flag's upside down. Fucking retard.
Why?
Because they're retarded.
They don't know how
This is
to
what
hang
I
it.
mean.
They don't know how to hang the flag.
Do you know this is how pathetic people are in the UK. They go on and on and on and on and on, right? About I've just had my car tyres changed. It's got fucking oil all over my car. Sorry for swearing.
Oh, you good, bud? Hey, Haley.
It's got friggin' oil all over my car. This tithead.
I like how you drive on the left, like Japan. When I was in Japan, we're driving on the left too.
More countries in the world drive on this side than any other country than your side.
Yeah, I think we're the only ones that drive on the right.
There's only there's a few that drive on the wrong side.
Let me change my headphones. Stupid headphones.
Look at that! Look at that there! Look at that! Oh, handmark of grease in the car.
Yeah. On the A-pillar.
Who did that?
The guys at the oil change shop did that?
Yeah, I've just had 2 new tyres and new brakes.
Hey, Paul. Paul, you wearing shorts? It's winter, bro.
Yeah. Nah, it's not, man.
Huh?
What? It's not. Summer now. Spring.
It was just snowing last week.
And I'm a postman. I'm hard, me.
Hey, Paul, do dogs chase you?
Oh, yeah, I've been bit 3 times since I've done this job.
Serious? I was messing with you.
Oh, I should have done this cat up.
Give me a second there, Finn.
That's the biggest pigeon I've ever seen in my life. Jesus. this pigeon's on steroids. Let's see if I can get my camera on quick. Watch this. The size of that, watch. Can't even zoom in. Look at that. It's going, oi, come on then. Won't even let me get my driveway, look. Come on. Oi, 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 oi.
It's a big pigeon. Oh, my wife hates pigeons. Hates pigeons.
The size of them. This car's 3 years old and I've only done 12,000 miles. What's that? 12,500 miles.
So mine's 4 and I've got 70.
Right, this might cut off while I go and get in my house, so bear with me.
Are we still there?
Yep.
Yeah, we're still there. We're good. Right, just bear with me then. It might... If someone can mute me, just mute me while I go in the house.
Bell end. Oh.
So, any questions?
I'm looking at Philip's Reef Keepers
See that, Melanie?
Yeah, that thing is nice. Those things are nice.
What is that?
He posted on in Reef Community Worldwide. He posted some pictures of some stuff he grew from like 1-inch flags.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are nice, man.
Doing good, Haley. Doing good. Unusually chipper for only having about 5 hours of sleep, 4 or 5 hours of sleep, but I love my wife to death, but she drives me nuts in the morning when she's got to get up for work and I don't.
Tricolor Validia. Wow, Phil. Those are awesome, man. Yeah. Okay. Those are flags. All right. Those are nice flags. Nice.
I've heard a lot of good things about Aquaforest, Haley. I just didn't run it because it seems like it's a lot and it's expensive stuff.
Listen, all these methods are. I like Triton. You know, that's what I'm doing. But I hate when we make it sound like there's one method better than the other.
No, they wouldn't sell them if it wasn't good.
Yeah. Listen, yeah, but I hate, like, some people prefer Aquaforest, you know, because it's available at their local LFS. They get a good discount on it. It's easier to understand, you know, something. But listen, I could change my tank from Triton to something else, and it would still be a good, or anybody can change, you know, like Kevin E&H Blogs, he does Aquaforest. You know, he has a good tank, good growth. Like, it doesn't matter, like, what method. You know, you could look at Mad Dog, the no nothing method.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
well, that's like my LFS. He runs all CChem stuff, CChem Reef Fusion.
Yeah.
And his stuff looks great. Now, granted, he's a shop, so he buys, grows it a little, chops it up and sells it. But his display tanks that he actually grows stuff look awesome.
Okay. Reef Keeper is saying they were not fresh cuts; they were already encrusted, but still okay.
Wow. I'll look at them when I get approved.
Yeah. So Haley said Aquaforest, I think, is the only one available locally to me. So it's what I started with on this tank. Yeah. People do BRS. People do BRS because it's cheap. It's technically always available, and they offer free shipping. Somebody might do Aquaforest because of a different method. So it's just, man, listen, there's not one good thing. I could have good thing with Mike Paletta, for all he did. He didn't have.
You have a baby?
No, it's not.
No, it's a cat. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, who's got a baby?
Not me.
I have a cat and dog rescue, and there's a new cat site.
So I could not come to your house.
Oh no, they're on the roof. But this cat is, they have to, I have to take the fleas off, and I have to take care of the cats when they come in. So this one is still getting used to the rope. That's why she's meowing so loud. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I can't do cats. I'm allergic to them. And I mean, it's not like, I get a little sniffle. I mean, it's like the last time I petted a cat and then didn't go wash my hands right away, and then at some point I rubbed my eye and my eyes swelled shut.
I was never into cats.
You good? Go ahead.
I was never into cats at all, like always dogs. And look, man, when you see like a cat the size of your hand, not even the size of your hand with eyes not open, I wasn't going to leave it there, like the way the Philippines are, like they basically don't care about animals, seriously. And, I just can't, I can't turn a blind eye to that. So I do what I can, like, if I could save more, I would save more, but I got to take care of them, like there's all the medicine, they come in with eye infections. So anyway, it's aside from reef topic, but just saying, like I was never a cat person, and it's just out of necessity. It's not a pet. It's not a chosen pet. I'm doing it because if I didn't intervene, they'd be dead.
Yeah.
What happened? Is it annoying? You want me to mute myself?
No, you
No,
good.
no. It was me calling the cat.
I thought it was him trying to make the cat calm down. It's you.
Can't hear you. Got headphones on, but I can hear you.
I just, like I said, I thought it was a baby at first, and it just sounded off, though. I wasn't thinking a cat.
Yeah, she won't leave me alone because she's new, so she won't. She's staying right beside me.
I'm just doing a Seymour.
Tomer said Triton is almost $100 where he is.
Seymour, I'm doing an impression of you. I'm washing the pots.
Poor Seymour.
Don't be a twat. Don't be a twat.
Hey man, he helps his wife. He helps his wife more than I do.
I'm going to buy a Seymour dishwasher.
Come here.
That's one attention-seeking cat, isn't it?
Yeah. I emailed the guy for that printed reefing solutions yesterday or day before, and he messaged me back. So we'll see. He's still working on the Hannah organizers, but I might be able to get a set of stuff from him at a discount and do some reviews.
And which one's that?
That's that printed reefing solutions. I showed had the printed racks and the line holders.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and at the show he had Hannah checker organizers because he's got all the other test kit organizers. That's what he said. He's still developing the Hannah organizers. So, he'll send them to me at a discount and work with him to get them right, and then I can post.
I think personally, the other test kits, they're worthwhile, but the Hannah, the case that they come in is nice and tidy. And really, you don't really need to hold anything.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. He had it where it held like all three of your Hannahs on one tray, where when you're sitting on your table or whatever, you've got the Hannah checkers and the steps in order, though.
Yeah. See, that'd be all right, doing it like that, yeah.
OG, what's your question for I think he's just listening right now. And John, there's a live stream on almost at all times. I'm just hosting it because there was nobody else hosting one, and I'm off right now. So I said, well, I'll throw one up and see who wants to join in and chat and hang out and listen while they're at work or whatnot. But there's a few guys that do it.
Let's get a picture. Let's put my tank up so you can pin the tank. Give you something to look at.
Oh my gosh.
What? Because it's better than yours?
What?
That's a joke.
Man, I love that monkey cap.
Yeah.
John, to get in on a regular basis, there's a few guys that do regular live streams. Just subscribe and follow their channels. So we've got Reefing with O is doing one tonight. Reef Community Worldwide is on here chatting right now. He does them. Aaron's Aquariums, Rico's Reef Tanks, Dave's Nano Tanks does them. I do them occasionally. Reefer Madness has started doing a few. Then you've got Reef Dudes does some pre-prescribed hangout conversations, once or twice a week or once a week.
I think Inappropriate Reefer is going to start doing some also.
Yeah, I think he said he wants to start. But like me, I just fill in whenever nobody else, or just started doing it. But that was my plan, was just to fill in when nobody else can, to be able to hang out and chat when I'm at home.
I think Haley's going to start doing live streams too.
Yeah.
Really?
I said it, so it's true.
Hey, Paul, raise that camera just a little bit higher so there's more of a downwards view. Can you do that? Yeah.
There you go.
How about you put the phone in the water so we can see the water?
Man, that monkey cap is...
No,
wow,
inside the water.
I can do it. It's a walking phone. Well, I'm not doing.
Oh, there's that bell end of a fish that I hate. 6 line.
That's an amazing color, man. Wow.
That's a magnificent fox face, right?
Yeah.
And is that a leopard wrasse?
Yeah, there,
yeah, okay.
Then we've got the 6 line.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
That's a 2-spot wrasse. And then we've got the coal tang down there. Silver belly. I'm positive I had more, but I keep forgetting what fish you have, and I think they all jump out or die, and I don't know.
Tuesday, I get paid if my LFS Aqua Hut still has. He's got a firefin bristletooth tang right now.
Look at that for a Monty.
Nice.
An acro, should I say? So we've got acro there. That's all acros.
I think my favorite SPS is Monty Cap. I just love them. They're
not mine.
beautiful.
I can't get that stupid thing to stick down anywhere. I'll glue it somewhere, and then when I go to do my weekly maintenance, it seems like it gets knocked off. So I keep having to try and read. And now I've just got it resting somewhere. I'm hoping it'll grab on and start growing. I want that Lobo. I've got the Aussie metallic Lobo.
I've got a chalice down there that thinks it's a waterfall. It literally looks like it's pouring down the rock.
Uh-huh.
I like bird's nest, but I can't grow them. For some reason, I don't know why. Maybe in this new tank that I'm going to set up, maybe they'll go there.
On this, if you look, that's bird's nest. Under that, there's Monty. Under that, you got Zoas. Then there's Pallies. I don't know where they've come from. They need to go. But just at the side of it, I've got acro growing underneath it here. So I've got that proper acro. Like,
you have radians, Paul?
Say again, mate.
What, you have radians?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With diffusers on.
Yeah, the pucks, right?
That's the XR15?
Yeah. That's what it looks like.
I snapped a bit of that. You can't even tell. I snapped a bit of this off from underneath because it spins that much. You can't even tell. So I cut some off from underneath, stuck it down there, and that's just growing as fast, quicker than that one. So that money is growing quick.
Yeah.
Because that's playing all right. I got rid. I think Seymour's seen it. I used to have a massive colony already here, and I give it away. I just took the full rock out and give it to someone. I said, "Here, take that."
And that green one is just stunning, man. I just can't take my eyes off it. Amazing. Wow.
You're just too good to be true.
The ones we have here are gray. The ones we have here, they're lavender, like gray lavender.
Look at this, though.
For a green one. I'm going to look for a green one.
Yeah, well, it's buckling again, so it's going to have nice new patterns on it now. But I'll do this myself. I'll make it do this myself.
How?
Well, you just, when next time you're cleaning or you got a stick in, just tap it, and every time you tap it, it makes a little indentation, so it grows faster and it starts to buckle on itself. That's how I created that spinning there. It started to break into each other. Yeah.
So you tap it.
Like that. If you look at this here now, that's perfectly round. If you look down there, that's perfectly round. If I broke that in the middle, it'll start to spin on itself like that.
What do you tap it with? Paul, what do you tap it with?
I'll show you. Let's do it. So I've got my scraper here. So what I'll do, I'll just get the bit of the scraper there and just tap it. I'll show you. And then we'll come back in a few weeks and we'll have a look.
But you don't break it.
You don't need to break it. You just need to tap it. Because what you're doing, you're stopping it growing there then. You see? Right? So we do that. So it's got a little indentation there now. That'll start buckling. So this will grow.
You tap it a few times.
Oh no, depends. In a few places I'll do it. That's what I did there. I tapped that in a few places. So it started buckling. Dum 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 dum.
Wow, nice.
He's the Monty Whisperer.
Look at Paul sharing some secrets today.
What else you want to know? Everything you see, I've got double of, like Michael Aaron's does now. So you don't. If something dies, you've always got a bit of it somewhere.
What are those in the middle right there? That purple with the green mouth to the right.
To the right. Which one? These.
Straight up from the cut. Yes.
Candy canes.
Those are candy canes. Okay.
Yeah. So
but they're red instead of that purple.
Yeah, but look, stripy candy canes because you get the luminous ones, but these got stripes on them. So there's a few different types.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Red Sea Acro there. If you do it that way, you can see it. That I've grown from the smallest frag you've ever imagined. It was literally like that big.
Australian candy canes, Haley said.
Iwasuta. I've got loads of Iwasuta. Look at the Iwasuta I've got. That's growing nice. Look, growing all upwards.
Nico, what do you think about this?
somewhere or two today, no?
Nice
I'm
clam.
trying to get to where I can tell the difference between an Acan and a Favia and a Favides and
They're in the same family in that, aren't they?
yeah, and they all, to me, they all look so similar.
You don't see
Acans. There's Acans. Look. In the shade, Acans in the shade. Look at the size of them.
tank. High, the tangs that you like. Heavy bio, tough.
Oh, when you went diving, did you feel like catching fish?
No, not at all.
No?
No, I never even. What was weird? I just didn't want to touch anything. Do you know what I mean? Something.
No, but I know that. But I mean, did you feel like, oh man, I wish I could like catch this fish and put it in my tank? No.
No, because it was all too big. Every fish I seen was massive.
Right. Okay.
There's some Monty. Green purple, that purple rim Monty right in front there. It's growing over. It's growing over. What do you call it? Like an Acan frag, not an Acan, an acro frag. Well, so it looks like it grows up, but it doesn't. It's just growing over a frag. And then you've got tricolour. Then you've got Green Planet at the side of that, which is losing the war. Yeah,
you don't even see the rock. You don't even see the rock. It's like everything's encrusted, like with not even a space in between. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's winning because you can see in fact, you can see the line there where they're fighting. You know, right in between there, just above the finger. So you can see the line where they're fighting there. But that'll lose. The Green Planet will lose. It's like that. It's like here. This has grown over that much. There's proper war going on at the back of it. I've got this. This is like purple, and this is like turquoise here. This one's losing out. This frag here.
So what do? You frag them and then you frag them and then you move, save it, put it in another place, or start it at another place, or what?
Yeah, usually I do. It's like this. This was a frag. The original frag of this, you can actually see. You can see the original frag at the back there. See it?
Right, the big separate.
So, yeah, all this has grown from the frag. And what I did, it was up there, so I moved it, and it started growing there, you see. Just by a little bit based out. That's what I've got from the basing out, so it's going to be like another... It's growing a full another one. But it started basing out under there now. So if I move it again, it'll grow again. Well, a little bit broke off, so I stuck it there. And so I've got that colony is there and there. I say I've got,
nice
if you look, yeah, there is bits everywhere.
Nice tank, brother. Very nice.
Thank you. That's, what you call it? Mind trick. Monty.
Do you have any starfish in your ornamental starfish?
Yeah. There's one there. Underneath
Where?
the thing there. There.
Starfish?
Underneath the gravel. Starfish, yeah?
Oh, like, yeah, a sand sifter. That's cleanup crew, like sand sifter, right? I wasn't able to see it, actually, so I'm just guessing.
There you go.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's a sand. We have them here. We actually have tons of those here.
Yeah, I've got that, and I've got 2 brittle stars.
Yeah, we have, like, the brittle stars here. You cannot walk on the beach without stepping on one.
See if I can find the legs. Usually I can see a leg sticking out somewhere.
They're so plentiful that you cannot walk on the beach without stepping on one.
I'm seeing usually I see a leg sticking out, but yeah, there's a leg. I don't know if you can see it. You might not. I don't know if I can turn the torch on.
I have like millions of them. I have like about 10 of them in my system.
Paul, John asked how long to grow up.
What, all this?
How long do you have your tank go?
If you go on my Instagram, you can see this on Instagram. Last February, all it was that bit there. So that's like 12 months to grow it big. But
yeah, I think radions are the way to go.
Yeah.
I just can't justify spending that much money on them.
You know what? If it's going to give you results like that, if it's going to give you growth like that and results like that, man, it's pretty hard to say no to that.
Yeah, I think whenever I go to do because I just have all corals in my nano right now. I've got some softies in my 75 with the predators. I think whenever I go to do back to mixed reef with my 75 or upgrade and do something, I'll probably just do like the Arctic Revives because they seem to be a pretty good medium. Some controllability, good power, LED.
There's some Monty under there.
Haley said he thinks he was talking about the Monty, so you covered that. Because I mean, I like my T5s on there, but if I'm going to spend $100 on or $120 on bulbs a year, in 3 years, I've paid for 2 Ocean Revives for that 75.
I would love to put T5s, like do T5 assist, you know, like LED and T5 assist.
Yeah, I would do that. But I mean, I've got a 6 bulb T5 as my main source on the 75.
The bulbs are just a pain in the ass to get over here because I'm in the Philippines. So it's just a pain in the ass to, I mean, the right bulbs, you know. Yeah, that's really nice, man.
Is that a branching or a wall?
No, this is branching. There's 2 different ones. There's one at the back. There's 3 different colours, look.
Yeah. And you just let them all grow together. See, I got to get some frog spawns.
I can take that right out of the ocean. I can take that right out of the ocean. I break a branch off and like take it right out of the ocean.
I'm trying to show you the size. All right, that's the size. If I open my hand full, it's not even
massive.
So it's about the size of a bowling ball.
Yeah, it's big. There's lots of heads on it. I fragged that. I keep saying that 11 times. That's been fragged. It grows that quick.
See, my gold hammer seems like it's growing pretty fast.
But the thing is, my clownfish live in it, so I go near it, they just attack me. Watch them swim inside it. Literally just dive inside it like it's a swimming pool.
Big enough for them to host it.
Yeah. Well, there was hosting it when it was just a few heads. I took the NEM out. As soon as I took the NEM out, the same day they started hosting it.
See, my clown will not host anything. He doesn't care about the hammers. He doesn't care about the torch I just got. He sleeps like in the front left corner of your tank, the bottom. He's in that nano, but he'll get in that front corner of that nano and clear the sand out. And he likes to sleep on that glass.
Is this easy to get in America?
What is that?
What is that, a brain?
John Deere Leptostrea.
Leptoceras?
Leptostrea.
I don't know. I haven't seen them.
You got that's green Leptostrea. So that's green. It's an LPS. That's a green one.
That's common here.
Yeah, and that
for John Deere Leptostrea.
That's very expensive in the UK. That stuff. That one's not. That's not. But that one is.
$25 a frag from Jason Fox. That's on Reef Nation.
There you go. Yeah, over here you could talk about 40 or 50 quid a frag.
I like that. I might have to get some of those.
I need to get rid of that.
Pasillopora?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, nobody likes Pasillopora. I don't know why.
Because when it grows big, it goes dead underneath. Do you know what I mean?
See, I'd just get under there and cut off the dead stuff.
Yeah, I suppose is that way. I'm going to snap this off. Watch this. I'm going to have another big frag now of Monty.
He's just like, screw it, let's break it. That's about the size of the piece I have of green right now, trying to get.
Send that through the screen there, Paul. Give it to me.
Yeah.
Look, the thing is, it's like that. Look, just throw it around the back. You know what I mean?
Whoops.
That's
the thing is,
you
it just
have too much coral. Because if I break something, I like cry almost.
Yeah, but this. When I told people the other day, I said it's growing that quick. It's a problem. People say it's a good problem to have, but I don't sell the stuff. Do you know what I mean? So
what are you, Paul? What are you running? Are you doing 2-part? Are you running a reactor,
Triton.
like calcium reactor?
Triton. I've got Triton. I've got a reactor. The reactor at the minute. In fact, I cleaned it out yesterday. I took the Miracle one out yesterday. It's going back in, but yesterday I just took it out. I just put a bit of GFO in, Rowaphos and carbon. Skimmer. Running the slowest skim you could ever imagine.
Where's your reactor? Calcium reactor?
I've not got a calcium reactor.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
Yeah, you got a doser. Hey, I know that doser. You use the little ink bird too. At least I'm not the only one.
I use the what?
The temperature controller.
Oh yeah.
Does that? That's the one you have to wire up, right?
Yeah. Well, I didn't do it. I got my mate to do it for me.
Oh, see, I wired mine. I haven't hooked up the fans yet, but I bought a bunch of computer fans and I wired them all to 12 volt. And then I bought a 12 volt adapter, wired it to that controller, and put a splitter in it, hardwired a splitter, where I can run like 4 or 6 12 volt fans off of it.
This is how lazy I am, right? I've got an auto top off here because I can never be bothered doing it. I put an auto top off on an auto top off.
So you can get double.
Yeah, so I just don't have to keep filling this up because it so does me head in.
Well, and that keeps you from flooding your tank too. I mean, if it fails open, a snail can't get in there, Salt Creek can't get in there. But if it fails, it'll water damage the floor, but at least it won't kill the tank.
Yeah. The good thing about this, keeping it in here instead of the system, this isn't going to get like full of salt and block. You know what I mean? Right. So I think it's in fresh water there. So like I say, it's going to last a lot longer.
Yeah, that's actually a really good redundancy that I've never thought about. But me hard piping that in would be a pain anyway. I'd have to run water pipe first.
How clear is that water? Let's have a look. Look at that.
I can tell you now I won't get another Blasto because I can't get that Blasto to be happy for anything. Oh, look at the torches.
You don't have that many fish, eh, Paul?
I used to have more. But they all thought they'd go air surfing.
Oh my god. Cover your tank, bro.
No, it is now. It is now. Look. I've got this one now, the netting. But what it was, like the last fish that I had that went, it was when I was doing a water change, believe it or not. Not a water change, just cleaning the system.
That's awful.
See what I do? I always have a towel here. So I've always got my towel here. So when I'm cleaning the glass, when I'm cleaning my glass, I put my towel here. So I'll clean my glass inside, and I'll use this. And now the fish must have jumped out onto the towel. I didn't know, and I must have just picked it up and thrown it in there. And when I pulled my towel out, there's a fish in it.
Terrible.
Crispy fish. And that was me iridis wrasse.
I really hate that.
But if you look, right, look, let's try to zoom into the rock. If you look at the rock, no algae on the rock. You see?
You're moving too fast.
Oh, I'll go slow. There we go. See, there's never any algae on the rock. I've never had algae in 6 years of doing reefing.
Well, with all that coral.
Yeah. I've never always had that. To me, this looks pretty empty. To everyone else, it looks pretty full.
No, it looks good. It looks good, actually.
It's not overly crammed.
What's that big one on the bottom? What is that?
This one?
Yeah.
Trachyphylia. Yeah, I'll tell you a story about this one, right? This was one of the very first corals I got. I got this about 6 years ago.
I haven't dealt with that one, that kind of coral very often.
Yeah. I got this 6 years ago, right? And I kid you not, right? It was about the size of its mouth there when I got it. And that's the shape it was, about that big. And it started to die. You know, obviously I didn't know anything about reefing. I thought I could buy one and put it in my system. It started to die. So I picked it up and I threw it behind the back of my tank. Do you know, like down the back? And for about 2 years I forgot about it. And I was moving my rock when I changed my system and I found it behind there and it had 2 heads. And from that, it's grown to that.
Nice.
In fact, watch this, right? I always throw coral. I don't know if you can. You might not be able to see it actually. I always throw coral down the back. So there's loads of coral on the look on the deck. You might be able to see it. Hold on. I always throw coral at the back. There's always coral at the back.
Blurry.
Frags and frags and frags of coral. So if anyone's in Manchester, the UK, Nip might also give you a frag. A free frag.
Oh, I'm gonna frag.
Terrible weather today. Look at that.
Yeah, at least it's not snowing.
You're wearing shorts?
Am I wearing shorts?
What's that? You're wearing shorts? I'm wearing shorts. Because it's like 90 degrees here. I'm wearing shorts.
Got me hot tub and everything. Let's get the hot tub going.
Oh my god. They're dying for summer.
Hot tub time. Yeah, but you got to remember, I work walking, don't I?
Yeah.
When you see people out there, you're constantly thinking. But I'd rather see. You got to remember, right? It rains a lot here. So when it rains, if you get wet trousers, you got to walk around in wet trousers all day. And my skin's waterproof. So I see it like my skin's waterproof, and I think that's the best waterproof stuff you can wear.
It's not cold proof.
Yep, but if it rains and you got wet trousers on, you're going to get wet and cold.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm from Montreal. Trust me, I know what you're talking about.
So I think my next reef purchase. Hey, Steph, my next reef purchase when I get paid Tuesday is going to be a cleanup crew for both tanks.
Do you know what? I'm with you there. I might go and get myself some more cleanup crew. I can't buy shrimps because my fish eat them.
Well, I'm going to get snails. I don't want any more hermits because they kill snails, and I'm going to stick with the few hermits I have. I've got, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 in my 75, and I've got 2 in my nano. But I'm just going to order a bunch of snails to help with the algae.
This week, my sea cucumber died. It starved to death in one part of my sump.
Oh. What do they eat algae, right?
They tunnel in, well, the ones we have here, bury them, like they burrow in the sand. And they basically eat, they ingest the sand and they poop out clean, it's like a sand filter. Like they poop out clean sand. I think he just starved because it was so clean. And by the time I noticed, I switched him over. I have mud in the other part of the sump, and so he wouldn't starve there. Plenty for him to eat, but it's too late. I think he didn't make it. I'll go get another one.
We've got a pretty good site for cleanup crew that I'm going to order from because they're pretty affordable.
Cleanup crew is easy here, like very easy to pick that up off the beach. No problem.
Well, they're actually pretty good priced. Now, some people said they come and do what? Oh, he'll be back in a minute. They're pretty good price. Some people said they've gotten really tiny ones, which I'm not concerned about. Some people said recently they've gotten really big ones, so I'd be happy with the smaller ones.
Snails?
Yeah.
Which snails do you want to get?
Well, like what I'm ordering, so from this place, they do kind of a sized on your tank. What I'm probably going to do is order the 75 snail only.
No.
Know what?
Bad idea.
What?
When they sell you the cleanup crew based on like your 75-gallon tank and you get X amount of snails,
Yeah.
nah, don't do that.
No, they sell you way too many.
Yeah, it's better. No,
Well, what I was going to do was split it between my Nano and my 75.
no. A lot of that stuff is gonna die. Like, I'd probably look at buying half. Like, look at how much they sell you for. You have a 75 Predator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at what like the 40-gallon tank size is gonna be.
Okay.
And then because ask when Paul comes back, ask him how many snails he has. I probably have like 3 giant turbo snails, 10 hermits, and like 2 Nacerius and like 4 other snails.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll probably do this then. The 37 column quick crew is $40. It's 37.
It's gonna make a difference too on what your bio load looks like, though, too. Because like in my 20-gallon, I have a total of 4 snails and 1 crab. Like,
oh, well, see, I've got algae and detritus for days in my 75 because it's predators. So I only feed them every 3 days too. But I mean, that group are just crap dump trucks.
So what kind of skimmer do you have on it?
I have a 180-gallon skimmer.
All right. So you know the thing about before you do the cleanup crew, to be honest, before you do the big cleanup crew, here's what I would do. I think this is good form for like any algae management. Like go in, take one weekend when you're off, and go in and mix up salt water. Mix up enough. What's the biggest batch of salt water you can mix at one time?
In one bucket, I mean, I've got a 34-gallon brute, so I can mix 30 gallons.
All right, so go in one weekend and pull out all the algae you can. Pull out as much as you can, right? Put a filter sock on and get it out. Blast out the rocks. Get as much out as you possible. Yeah, get as much out as you possible. Then, like since it's a predator tank and you don't have corals, then you have sand in it.
No, it's bare bottom. All I have in there are some soft corals.
So then just blast the rocks, get the algae out, rip as much of it as you can. Like if you have extra rocks, like replace some of the rocks if it's too crazy. And
no, it's not that bad. I got rid of the hair algae. It's just film algae on the rocks and on the glass.
Oh yeah, blast that stuff out. Is it like cyano?
Little bits of it, but it's that brown filmy. It's not that maroon. You can see little spots where I had the cyano starting to grow when I was on my honeymoon and the level dropped. My ATO failed off.
Oh, I have that type of algae too. You know what takes care of it? 2 urchins.
Two urchins.
Yeah. The only thing about urchins is that's why I'm slowly replacing my rock with like the purple type rock. Mm-hmm. Urchins will eat that thing, but the only thing with urchins is they're going to take the coralline algae off the rocks. So my rock might. Yeah, go ahead.
Urchins won't go after his softies?
No. I have urchins.
I've got 2 chocolate chip stars in there now, and they just got to where they started cleaning the rocks.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip are not reef safe.
Yeah, they're not, but I've seen.
Yeah, but the only thing that's in there is zinnia and a Kenya tree. So they can eat as much zinnia as they want because it grows way too fast.
And then a lot of times the stuff that eats corals, it won't bother like the softy stuff. Like if you had leathers in there, it wouldn't bother them. Sometimes they don't bother them. But I agree with what you said, where zinnia, they can eat as much of it as But just to finish up, urchins. I was gonna say, since you said I was gonna say I'm a fan of like doing a big water change. But if you can't do like 100% water change, string together like 2 big ones. So today do the 30 and then to tomorrow or 2 days after do another 30, and you've basically like refreshed the entire tank, turned over the entire volume, and then you could put some cleanup crew in to manage it going forward so it doesn't become a problem again. But I am a fan of urchins. The only thing with urchins are they cleaned when they finish with a section of rock, it's like new. They totally clean. I have the short spine urchins, the white ones. They pick up corals, but you're not going to have an issue with that. And they clean rocks. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking out some sections of rock out of my tank, and I'm putting this life rock that has some, like it has the coralline looking thing on it. So even if they clean it, it still has that purple look, because now my rocks look like they're new. It looks like I started the tank yesterday because
right.
everything off of it.
I mean, if you don't have zoas that or stuff like that you care about either, getting some like emerald crabs and stuff in there to help eat the algae is good too, because they freaking eat through that stuff like they're lawnmowers. Like my dude has cleaned my tank of all of the problem algae that I had. I have one emerald crab in there, and he's just like, I don't know. I wake up in the morning, like I go to bed and it was covered in hair algae, and I woke up the next morning and there's not a spot of it anywhere.
Yeah, you'll be good. Hey, Jeeves, I'll be right back. All right, just give me a minute. Let me go.
All right, bud.
Woo, feedback.
Hold on.
I thought I was in space for a second.
Right?
Yeah, well, I don't know. My headphones are being stupid. I muted the headphones on the little mic controller, and they didn't cut the audio feed.
It's cool. We forgive you.
I'll show you since we're talking about it. So this is my 75 with the predators in it. Now you see all this detritus?
Yeah.
Here? That's only about 4 days. And I'll collect this in because I get a little bit. So that's what I'm looking for, is just something to control film algae, because it grows. I let it grow freely on the back glass, on the sides, on the rocks, and then I want you to start helping with it in my over here. You can see I've got that green film algae everywhere.
I mean, I kind of have that too, but I have sand on the bottom, so I threw a conch in there, and he's done a good job of helping me take care of. I don't think that you'd want to throw a conch in there with nothing on the bottom, though.
No, I have a Florida fighting conch in here, a small one, with the sand in my nano. You know, what is it? The Nereids bury themselves in the sand and eat detritus, but they can live bare bottom too. So that's kind of
because I had all that green that was on my sand. I think you remember. Look at how it looks now.
Geez, if you want something that also eats a lot of algae, I found that cowries also do a very good job.
Yeah, well, I don't need something that eats a lot of algae. I just need something to control that, or to clean that film algae up.
Yeah, I think it's more important that you have a couple of the right like snails than a lot of just random stuff that's thrown in there, which is the only reason that I didn't go with one of those like pre-done boxes. Because for me, what I really noticed is that my Trocus snails and my little Ceres snails are the best ones for controlling the film algae that was getting on the front of my glass. And
what snails were that?
I have a Ceres. I only have one left because my other one's suicided. Where are you? There you are, little bugger. This guy. My other one climbed out of my tank. So that's the only thing with them is like he comes all the way up to the edge and he'll eat all the like food remnants and stuff that occur like kind of at my water line. But he also digs into the sand and like turns the sand and eats all that junk. And then I have my trochus snails. I have 3 of them in this tank. So I have 2 big ones and a little one, which I have no idea where the little one is because he hides real well. But I had coralline algae growing up the sides of the silicone, and they keep the glass so clean now that I haven't actually had to battle with it at all. I scraped it down once and I haven't had to deal with it again.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So this place. It's Reef Cleaners. They do. So this is their $40 crew, which they say is for a 37 column, which that's probably for an extremely heavily stocked tank.
Yeah.
Is 35 dwarf ceris, 11 Florida ceris, 10 Necarius vibex, and 16 nereids. Now I would split that. I would probably put like 4 of the Florida ceris, maybe 10 of the dwarf ceris, 2 or 3 of the Necarius snails, and maybe 5 of the nereids in there.
Yeah. That sounds like it's not a bad idea, especially because you do have a heavier bioload with the stuff that you have in there.
Yeah, and I can split them. That's the thing. I put them in my nano to control the algae, and as they start eating it, like I dropped 10 margarita snails for the diatoms. Yeah. And as they started eating it up and got rid of it and ran out, I took a few of them and threw them over in my 75.
Oh, nice.
Hey, I gotta go have supper. I gotta go have supper. I'll just drop out, but I'll see you guys later if I come back. All right.
Yeah. If not, we might be on Rico's. I know he just started one up a few minutes ago.
Nah,
all right, I'll check.
Here forever.
You're here forever.
We gotta get you more subs and more views and more watch time.
Hey, I'm about it.
That's how I felt yesterday when Dev started his. I was like, no, I just started.
Yeah, he does that. That's the thing is like me, I'll live stream if I'm home and I have my laptop to fill in. But like I know like this morning nobody was on, so I said, well, I'm gonna start one.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about that for like Wednesday nights because what I noticed is once Dev got off, so he starts because I'm West Coast. He started around like 3 my time.
That's when he starts. He's West Coast too, or he's Canadian West Coast, but.
Yeah, and he was done by like 6, and then there was nobody on. So I was like, I can do like a later night one.
That would be cool. And see, that's what I'm doing. I just said, well, I'll start filling in. Like the other night, O was doing whatever, and Dave was like, oh, I've got work in the morning. I don't want to host one. I said, well, I'll host it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're used to being up anyway. Yeah, listen, do it. Because like tonight, I'll do mine from like 9 to 11-ish. And depending on how it goes, but I might fall asleep. So tonight, tonight I might do one. I'll do one from 9 to maybe 11:30. But I'll be home alone with the kids tonight. And I was up all night, like doing crap last night. So I'll probably fall asleep early tonight. So tonight I don't want to host one late. So I prefer
You'll fall asleep while we're watching again?
Yes, probably. What I'll do is if someone else is on where I don't have the responsibility, then I'll log into yours, where if I fall asleep or something, you can mute me or something else to the spot.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's how I am. I'm just doing it to fill, I'm not gonna even close to try and do it because I wouldn't do that even if I had 10,000 subs. I'm not going to do it with these guys that already have pre-prescribed times. Like, Thursdays, you got Dev Wednesday evening. You got
schedule somewhere.
Mike on Fridays. Oh, that's a good thing I can write right now and put on here.
Actually, yeah, make a Google sheet of schedule.
Make what?
I'm going to write it down and then I can type up something in.
Because if we can all get like slots and stuff, then we don't have to worry about talking over each other.
Yeah, you could just put Rico. You could just put Rico down for every time because he's
Rico's always on all the time unless he's not feeling well.
Yeah. Well, my thing is if somebody, this is not a stab at anybody, but if somebody else is streaming, I'm not going to stream. I don't feel like anybody should do that. If somebody else is streaming, jump on theirs and hang out and talk.
Oh, Mass Aquariums, I also think has like a stream. I think Mass is, I forgot when it's Friday. I got to figure out when is Mass's stream. And you have Michael that has Friday, but then Michael has like random brew times depending on his day off.
Yeah, but he won't do he'll just jump on somebody else's if he's home in the mornings. I've noticed.
Yeah. If there's nothing going on, yeah, he'll do the same thing. He'll jump on somebody else.
Yeah.
Well,
so Friday, I know it's Mike does it at what? 9:00 his time. He said it's probably going to move to later, to like 11. So that's 5 p.m. our time.
Hi. Do you want to say hi to everybody?
Is that your little one?
This is This is Evelyn. She's not a fish, but she does like the fish. Is that your bunny?
I gotta make some water today.
Yeah, me too. I have RO. I need to make some salt. Come here, you.
3 p.m. Oh, you do yours at 9 Eastern, right?
Yeah.
Hi. Can you get up?
Dev is 3 Pacific.
Yes, here's your bunny.
Oh, it's Thursday at
3 Pacific time.
Oh yeah, you're at 9 p.
and
Eastern. Yep. And I'll convert them all to one timesheet or put multiple times on there.
Whatever time you're in, just have, you do it based on your time, and we'll all calculate based on that. Or you could have different columns for Eastern,
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a little spreadsheet and I'll throw it up on screen.
Yeah.
Who else does them? Tuesdays, I don't think we have anybody that's scheduled.
No.
Most Tuesdays I work until 6 my time, so
yeah.
Throw one up a little later in the evening, but it will be later in the evening because by the time I get home, I deal with the baby and all of that, her bedtime. So.
I understand. I would prefer to do mine earlier because my son really likes to jump on, but then it's just crazy. But again, I might change.
Talk.
I might change the time. Yeah, I might change the time. I think 9 is good for Eastern, and then it's about 6 Pacific, so I think it's a good time.
That's good for everybody but the UK.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to do something earlier,
but I mean, because you leave yours up, they can always email you the question and you address it. Like Mike or one of them, a topic, and address it and go back, and then all the UK people can watch it.
And you know what I'm going to start doing is I'm actually going to start putting up the live stream. Like last week, there was a really good slot where Tristan was on, and Tristan was telling about his Apex. So I might cut that out of the entire stream and upload that as a separate clip because it was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. What time is it? Got to go pick up my son at 11:20. He got to school early today. Got to start making water, mixing some salt water.
Little stubborn here. Thinks she has opinions and ideas. I asked her to put her socks on. She's like, no.
How old is she?
She's 2. She's one of those kids who she learned how to walk pretty late, so she learned how to talk pretty early. So she has thoughts and ideas, and she expresses them frequently. Haha, yes, you're very funny.
My kids were opposite. My oldest son, he walked early after me. Yeah. For like 8 months, he was walking around already.
Mine didn't walk until she was 15 months. They were actually right on the cusp. We actually went through the state program to try to get her like the early start physical therapy stuff. And like our first session that we were supposed to go in on, at that point, she had figured it out. Like she learned how to walk in the space of like 2 weeks. And they're like, "Why are you here?" Because you're stubborn, huh? Yeah, you are. I got your tummy.
All right. All right, James. I gotta. Well, actually, I'm just gonna jump off here. I'll hop on back on mobile. I just gotta go outside and get my son. So I'll be back on in 2 minutes.
Okay. All right, bud.
All right.
I'm still here. I just keep muting myself so that you don't hear baby.
Oh, man. Yeah, I think it's. Oh, there's Mike. I think it's just you, me, Tomer, and now Mike is chiming in. So.
There's your blankie. Can we find you a shirt? Yeah. Okay, that's good. Thank you. Thank you for allowing us to find you a shirt. Your coat.
Hey, look at Haley doing her job. Definitely need to make her a wrench.
That's why I threw Haley a wrench the second she walked into my channel.
Yeah, I threw a couple the other day when I did my first one, and then, because I mean, like me too. I mean, I don't have a topic. Mine's kind of whatever anybody wants to talk about. Kids, gaming, cars. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that like as you and I progress and continue going down this path, that we'll start getting topics. But seeing as both of us just put up our first streams the other day,
right?
I need to find a way to add you guys all to something, so I have a way to get in contact with you guys too.
Honestly, I think that Facebook that O has is going to be the best thing.
The Facebook O has?
Yep. Reef Community USA, and then Reef Community Worldwide is Paul's. What's up, Mike?
Yo.
You get the new job yet?
Yeah, just in the yard.
Are you on an airplane?
Yeah.
No, I'm in the truck.
Oh, it's a sleeper cab, huh?
Oh yeah, you look. That's the roof. It looks like it looks like one of those.
It looks like an airplane overhead.
Yeah, it looks like an airplane table, doesn't it?
Hi, Michael.
Hey, you okay?
Oh, you saying hi too? Hi.
Oh, that was well cute.
Can I get your arms? We need to put your coat on. Thank you.
All right, what am I doing? Oh, subscriptions. All right, Mike, I'm making a list. I'm going to do a table of all the dedicated live streams. I've got you at 9 p.m. UK on Fridays. Reefing with O, 9 p.m. Eastern Thursdays. Reef Dudes does Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific. What are some other? Who else does a dedicated show? I know Fridays. RotterTube does one. RotterTube Radio, right?
Friday, RotterTube does one 9 p.m. Eastern, I think it is. Or no, 9 Pacific. It's 9 p.m. his time. He's in Chicago, isn't it? So
Central.
9 p.m. Central, yeah. It's 8 p.m. Eastern, I think. Mine, I don't know if mine's going to still be the same.
Is that you?
Probably won't. Because obviously I'm here now, so I can't do the live stream on a Friday anymore.
You gonna move it later or move it to a different day?
Probably to a different day. If I do it at all, I don't know yet.
So you can do Sunday nights.
Hey,
I could do.
Hey, I'll cover for you, Michael. We'll cover for you, man. Me and Paul, we'll make Reef happy again.
I don't know how you'll cover for me. How do you cover?
Are those fishies?
You could just make us a manager of the YouTube or the live stream.
I could what? Sorry, you broke up a bit there.
No, I said you just make us a manager of the YouTube channel, and when you come home, you can take it over. We promise we won't curse.
Unless we're calling everybody villains.
I tell you what, I love you both, but I don't trust you that much.
Oh, that's not cool, man. You know, I'm actually hurt.
Oh, here you go. Here's the keys to the Ferrari. Don't crash it.
Well, the biggest problem is if you host a stream on his channel, then it has to be fancy.
Nah. Yeah, but we'll just make it a comedy reefing show.
What's going on? Yeah, well, the thing is there's always ways and means, isn't there? And we'll have to have a sit down and see what we can sort out. See how we can do it. See what we can sort it out. Because I know I'm not going to be able to do the same time anymore. That's a definite. I won't be able to do that anymore. And there's not really
how's
much
it going,
point.
guys? Welcome to the Friday Night Lawrence Aquariums live stream with O and Paul. You know.
Yeah, sounds good. And then I'll come and crash it later on. Well, the thing is, you know, if somebody fires it up, then I can join it anyway. You know, when I'm on my break or whatever. But I just can't do anything, obviously, whilst I'm working.
All right. You know what?
We'll work out.
I don't know. I might think of switching to Friday if you're not gonna do Friday.
I don't know yet. I reserve the right to keep Friday.
All right, cool.
Well, sort them out.
Yeah, because like we had a guy earlier was asking how does he get to a link to get in on these live streams and stuff, and I was like, well, these are the people that do them in the days. I was like, you know what? Let's make a calendar.
Yeah, it is nice to know when somebody like. I think that goes back to what I've always said, isn't it, about consistency.
Yeah.
You know, if you know when somebody's going to be on, where they're going to be on, you know what I mean? You can make plans for it, but if it just pops up, you know, here and there, and you don't know when it's coming or whatever, and you're just waiting, then, you know, it's a bit more of a thingy, you know, a bit more of a pain in the ass.
Right.
I think this makes it easier too. Like if somebody was new to the community and didn't have all of the other people pinned to know when they were going live.
Or you don't subscribe to people, you bunch of bellends.
I mean, the biggest thing is like, what are you supposed to do? Subscribe to everybody that's in a chat?
That's what I do. I subscribe. No, but I'm talking about Mike and Dave were not subscribed to me the other day when I did my first one. And I talk with them all the time on these things, but I subscribe to everybody. I don't bell everybody, but I subscribe to everybody. And so like me, I'll get on YouTube. If I've got time, I'll jump on YouTube and then I hit subscriptions and it'll show if somebody's live streaming.
The thing is
but if somebody's brand new and they haven't figured out who those people are yet, this will help them.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is with us is if we, you know, obviously, say for example, I know I stream on a certain day, I know Seymour streams on a certain day, I know Dev streams on a certain day, then we can collaborate and say, you know, I stream this day, Dev streams that day, Seymour streams this day. So if you're looking for live streams, you know, there's one more or less every single day on each, like what we do with the Four Reefers show. You know, rather than putting the Four Reefers show on my channel only, we put it on each person's channel. So because we collaborate together, rather than, you know, me getting everybody to, hey, come to me, it's more the case of, hey, come to me this day, hey, go to them next day, and it's, you know, obviously sharing the love. We're in a community where we want to help each other. We don't just want to help ourselves. So if we ourselves, like you're saying that you're going to put a list together, you know, if we ourselves on the live streams talk about other people's live streams as well, then it'll make it easier for people that, say, for example, only know about me to then discover you and vice versa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make a YouTube spreadsheet, and then I was going to email it to y'all or send it to y'all. And that way, like next time y'all do one, you can throw it up, you know, at the end, or if you know, whenever if you want to talk about it, hey, these are some other streams to check out, you know, at the end of your stream. You know, this is kind of a schedule. You know, I'm here every Friday. You got so-and-so, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm only watching certain channels now.
You're only watching certain channels now?
Yep.
Why is that?
You know why.
I like my channel.
Oh, go on your channel. I'll go on your channel. I like you. There's some people are just getting on my tits.
Why? What's happened now?
Oh, it's been on a fucking rant, honey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I laugh. I love listening to y'all's accents and swearing.
I don't even know what you're on about. I'm not getting involved.
Don't get involved.
Not getting involved.
Well, I know it was a dig at me anyway. Again, now.
I don't know.
You just don't like my live streaming. That's what it is. He wants me to stop doing it.
Tell me later. Tell me later, because I honestly don't know what you're talking about. So just tell me later.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it nice. Yeah.
We'll do it when we're not live. When he stops going live, I'll explain it to you.
Yeah.
I'll give you a ring in a bit. Oh.
Anyway, you working?
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked him if he was on an airplane. He was showing up in the top of the truck. It looks like an airplane.
Oh, look at this. I'm going to have to show you this because this is pretty cool. I'm going to have to show you. Which
Let's
one is
lock it on mic.
I don't know how to do the camera.
Get toward them town centre, Michael. They're giving free Lucasade away.
What they're trying to do, give you energy to go to work.
Yeah.
Or to find a job. Oh, what's the button? All right.
Hey, Haley said, I think a lot of regulars would still show up if you do it later, Michael. Most people are around Friday a bit later.
I don't think so, no.
In his truck.
Look at that. A microwave in the truck. Hold on. We're not over yet.
That's a king sleeper.
Look at this. Coffee machine.
Coffee maker. Speaking of which, I need to go make me a coffee.
Look at that. This is my truck, though. My truck doesn't have any of this.
Yeah, that's a cool truck, right?
This is a posh truck. I don't get those things. The only way that I get hot water is if I get a bottle of water and put it on the on the dash and on the windscreen heaters. Yeah, on the windscreen heaters.
How long do you usually drive in a day?
Shifts are normally 11 to 12 hours. 850.
Is there a regulation over there for how long you can drive in a day?
Drive, yeah. It's what is it? Driving hours 10 and 9.
3 times 9 and 2 times 10.
Yeah. So you can drive 3 times a week, 9 hours. 2 times a week, 10 hours. But that's actual physically driving. But your actual shift can be 2 15s. So you can do 2 15 hours in a week and 3 13s. Right?
Well, y'all are way more restrictive than they are here.
Oh, over there, you just got a logbook in it. You can blag your logbook. We're on like a digital card.
Well, now most of your big companies here went digital, but it's still, you can drive up to 11 hours a day.
What's that? What did you say there? 11.
Most of the guys here, the bigger companies, are digital monitors now. Pretty much any large or mid-size and up trucking company has a digital monitor, but it's 11 hours a day. You can drive 11 hours a day, but you have to take a break, a 15-minute break every so many hours, and you have to take an hour break at some point.
Yeah, that's the same as us. We have 2 different types of rules. We have like European and domestic rules or whatever. So on one set of rules, it's 11 hours. On the other set of rules, it's what I just told you. But we're only allowed to drive for 4.5 hours straight. And then after we've drove for 4.5 hours straight, then we've got to stop and have a 45-minute break minimum, and stuff. So yeah, it's all about that.
I used to hate that where I worked in Fouchon. There's one way in, one way out.
Yeah, keeping on the leave. Sorry, go on.
Oh, there's one way in and one way out down there. It's down on the Gulf. It's a supply port for all the rigs in the Gulf of Mexico. and you've got about 24, 25 miles. It's probably more, but of 2-lane highway, right? You know, undivided, 1 lane each way. And those truckers would get down there and get stuck on their 11th hour. Well, when they do that, the truck can only go 5 miles an hour. So it can still move where they can get to a safe spot, but they will drive 5 miles an hour down that road.
So what? So the digital restrictors, like if you go over your time, it slows the truck.
Yeah, some of them will actually interlock it to like 5 miles an hour, and some of them if they go over 5, it alerts them. It'll start beeping, and then it'll ping their home office. It'll actually throw.
Have a lot of problems with.
Go ahead, Steph. No, go ahead.
I said yeah, because we do have a lot of problems with, people trying to get as fast across the country as they can, so they try to stay up and driving a lot longer than what they should be, which is why we have so many problems with people falling asleep behind their wheels.
Hold on, I'm gonna go grab my coffee real quick. I'll chime back in on in a minute.
Are they still taking stuff out? Are they putting stuff in?
Putting stuff in, you don't quarter trail.
At least they're putting stuff in and not taking stuff out.
That's when you're looking back and all that fresh air.
Why are they going to fill it?
It probably will be 3/4 of the trail. No, it's at, what was it? 35, I think, 36, I'm not sure.
Right.
That's Michael? Why do you sound like that? You just woke up, bro?
No, I'm sat in a truck.
Oh.
So I'm just
He's in a truck and on his phone, so he doesn't have his good headset.
Yeah, not got all my good fancy audio equipment today, so you're just listening to me raw.
Radio.
What?
Radio.
Yeah. I've not got my fancy microphone though for when I'm talking on these things. Normally I have a
Bluetooth earpiece.
I've got this on it. No way, there's a microwave in there. Yep, microwave, coffee machine. Oh yeah, there's a fridge as well. There's a fridge freezer in there as well.
What?
Yeah, there's a fridge freezer in there as well. I'll show you. 1 second.
2 beds.
Let's see. There's the fridge. There's the bed. There's another bed up there, and then there's that's the fridge. The fridge there, freezer there, and then microwave there, coffee machine there.
What? You living the life, bro.
Living the life. There you go.
Living the life,
He's,
man.
he's driving an RV that just happens to be able to haul things.
Yeah, that's it. The only thing is, there's not much space to live. I used to live in one of these.
You can just stand up, set your pants off.
Yeah, I used to live in one of these a long time ago. Put the camera on. I'll show you the cab. There you go. So I literally used to live in one of these trucks. So that's the bed. So it's literally just behind the seat. I'm a passenger today. I'm not driving. There's another bed just up there, just above my head. But this is it. This is like the whole place.
You live in here for a week.
This is it. Oh, it's tiny if you think about it. And I used to live in this for a week at a time. It's horrible. It's not fun. Not fun.
It's cozy at night.
Very, very cozy.
For your own.
I mean, you can hear the flipping truck driver next to you snore.
Like there's fridge next to you.
Yeah. Oh, God. So who's on? Who's here?
Wait, Michael, you have a partner in the van with you?
Yeah, he's training me. He's training me on the job because this job that I'm going to be doing this more or less permanently. So I'm just basically getting trained on, obviously how to do it, where everything is, and all that lot, because I'm going to be doing the same thing more or less every single day. So just making sure that everything's right, because there is like a few things, that you know, if you don't really get shown how to do it, could be a little bit confusing. Like I've got a massive box of keys, and knowing which key goes where, you know what I mean, can be confusing. So just basically just getting a good heads up so that when I hit the ground on my own, you know, I hit the ground running.
All right, but you guys not moving now, right?
What?
No.
Huh?
We've been here for an hour and a half so far.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm for it.
Hour and a half, not moving?
Finish about 10 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, no, we're waiting to be loaded. We're in a queue.
Not the most docile quickest.
Got me a coffee.
It's been tried that one, man.
I don't know where Jeeves went. Jeeves.
Yeah. What, in the town that we've been on it?
Yeah, the time that we're driving down here.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Yo, I'm here.
You can hear me?
Barely.
I can hear you, sort of.
Sounds like you're in the background.
You're a little faint.
Sounds like you're in the background somewhere.
How about now?
Still in the background.
Still in the background. All right, this thing is being stupid.
He's probably trying to leave the stream while going to play video games, right?
How about now?
Who's playing video games?
I think that's what Jeeves is trying to do, trying to have the Reef live stream going on and then go and play video games.
When are we gonna finally get flipping Seymour on one of the video games?
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, when are we getting Seymour on the video games?
When's the next time you guys playing?
Theo will be playing today probably, and I'll do what I did last time when I finish work. I'll join him later on. So later on this evening.
What are you guys playing right now?
Fortnite.
I suck at Fortnite. I suck at any of those first-person shooters. I'm the best target you will ever have.
Hey, that's it. Positive from a negative.
Yep. What are you going about back there?
Oh, he left.
Oh boy.
Okay. I will be right back. I'm dropping off the baby and take care.
All right. I'm going to be home with the kids for most of this weekend, so we'll see how. You still sound like you have the phone in one room and you're in the other room.
If I jump out of this, can I jump back in with you staying here?
Nope. What you can do is, but here's what you can do.
Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, but here's what you can do, Jeeves. Leave this open, mute this computer, mute this mic, mute this computer, and then jump into Hangouts on your phone.
I might have to do that.
Yeah, we do that. People do that all the time. But
okay.
Once the main account closes, the call is going to quit.
Any better now?
It's better, but if you need to be mobile, just jump in on your phone.
No. All I did was go make a coffee, and then when I came back, I accidentally unplugged my mic, and when I plugged it back in, it wouldn't connect up right.
All right.
So, see, can you still hear me?
Yeah, you have to go back into settings and select the mic again.
No, I did all that. See, like even though, all right, you can hear me talking right now, you're not supposed to be able to hear me. The line has a on-off switch for the mic.
Yeah,
it's off right now, but it's still recording through the mic. So it does this. I have to restart the laptop to get it to act right, but it's working again now, so we're good. No, I'm not actually gaming right now.
Maybe a different day. You need to spend your day off with your family whenever you stream. Just jump in, Michael. Yep, agreed, Haley. Oh, gee, we should have sound now. I think I got it fixed. Oh, gee, you're welcome to come hang out if you want. Let me know. I'll drop you the link. But and there was something I wanted to ask you about. I can't think of it.
All right.
Oh, all alone. Hell, we can check on my aquariums I like to look at. Present to everyone. No, not that one. I guess I need to bookmark these stupid things. I have them bookmarked on my phone. Ah, there it is. All right, Ailey. See you later. What's up, Finn? You working today? Make sure my phone's on loud in case I get a call. If I ever hit the lottery, I will have this size reef tank in my home. Nice. What do you do? Watching me, that's your job? That sucks that I can't play music in the background. I like having background music on. Gotcha.
I'm back.
Hello.
That was hilarious.
What?
So I dropped my daughter off, and they have a little boy there as well, who's I think about like 10 months old or something.
Mm-hmm.
And Evelyn goes to like a little at-home daycare, which is very sweet. Like the two ladies are basically like her aunts. But she had to put the little boy down for a moment so that she could get Evelyn and get her all signed in and everything. And the little 10-month-old is just like yelling at her. I'm just like, hey, why'd you put me down?
Yeah, my buddy's wife does that. She because they have 3 with another one on the way, and they're like 6, 2, and 6 months old, and they've got another one on the way. And so she has whatever 2 or 3 other kids, whatever the limit that she can keep is from other friends' kids, and they pay her because it makes her extra money. She doesn't have to pay for daycare, and daycare is so expensive around here for a good one.
Oh yeah, I mean, so ours is an at-home. It's a great daycare. I think they have a total of 6 kids. So Evelyn isn't fighting for attention or anything like that.
Right.
And it, like, all of her meals are included. So, like, breakfast, lunch, she gets all of her snacks, all of her, like, milk and everything for the day is all included with it. And they're super good at, like, helping us work on things. So, like, right now, Evelyn's learning how to ride a tricycle there. And, like, when she was having problems, like, learning how to walk and all that kind of stuff, they were helping us while she was there with, like, her therapy stuff and all that kind of stuff. But it's like $1,200 a month for an at-home daycare, and that was a cheap daycare.
How much a month?
$1,200 a month.
Yeah, that's about right.
It's insane.
Yeah, hey.
And people are like, when are you having number 2? When I win the lottery. I would love number 2, but I can't afford to pay $2,400 a month in daycare because then there's almost no purpose to me to work.
Oh, daycare.
Ooh,
I came on and you guys were talking about number 2. I was about to jump off. You know, I wasn't quite sure.
No.
Child number 2. Child number 2.
Huh?
I really want Evelyn to have a little brother or sister, but, you know, I live in Southern California, too, so cost of living is pretty expensive. And if I couldn't work because the cost of daycare was so high, then I have the same problem on the other hand where we can't, like, live.
Hey, I'm basically, I was in the same boat. So basically, you know, my kids, 10 and 5, and it was just cheaper for my wife to stay home rather than working, you know, because the cost we pay for daycare and somebody to pick up the kids and so would just be astronomical.
Right.
Yeah.
It's more than what an income is, and then you have to pay taxes on it.
Yeah. Well, you actually do get a lot of discounts and credits with 2 kids. I think if I had to do it again, I think what I would have done is we had them 5 years apart, because when my wife was prepared to go back to work, that's when she got pregnant again. I think what we have done is we would have planned and had them closer together, you know?
Yeah.
I think I would have done that.
For us, we're purposely, if we have number 2, it's going to be spread apart just because at that point, Evelyn will be able to go into preschool, which is only going to cost us, you know, $300 a month. So then we can afford that daycare again.
Right.
Like I said, where we live, we both have to work.
She breaking up or am I breaking up?
Qualified childcare benefit, but because we live in a very affluent area where cost of living is really high, that money, even though we have a lot of money, and like if we were elsewhere in the country with the same pay, we would be very well off. Here, it doesn't stretch the way that we need it to.
Hey, I'll tell you, I'm in the same boat. That's why I'm moving to Jersey, because I work remote, so I can go somewhere where the cost of living is a little bit better, where, you know, I can still make the New York money but live in New Jersey.
See, and that's what I was trying to say the other day, yo. I wasn't knocking you or ripping at you when we were talking about affording like apexes and stuff.
Oh, I wasn't. I didn't take it as anything.
Okay.
I didn't take it as anything. Now,
well, somebody said something about, well, and I don't remember if it was you or whoever was like, oh, well, not to be high and mighty. Well, I understand that, but the difference is an apex on New York rent. So you're used to living in New York on such and such amount of money in rent. You know, an apex might be a third of what your rent is. Well, here that's a house note. You know, an apex is more than my house note here. And that's for a 1,500 square foot house. You know, so and it's relative. Like Steph, I don't know what you do, but my wife is a paralegal. So she loves San Francisco. She's been to visit a few times. We went there on our honeymoon. She looked at a paralegal job, and entry-level paralegal makes $90,000 in San Francisco. She only makes less than half of that starting off. As an entry-level paralegal around here, you make less than half that. She's gotten raises and all now, but the difference is the house is living is so high.
Yeah, you'd pay. Right. So even though her pay would be double to yours, I guarantee you your housing costs would be double. Also, the type of work you do is so specialized, you wouldn't be able to find something in California. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Even
you talking about me?
forgetting your job though. So her.
Oh no! They have my job there. It's just outside of Oakland. There's a Phillips 66 refinery.
Oh.
I make $17.50 right now because they want to put a pay freeze on and they won't lift it. Then they won't give me my probationary. So since I hired with this company, I was supposed to get a $2 an hour pay bump after 90 days, and they won't give it. But the same job that I have is like a $35 an hour job at Phillips 66 in California.
Yeah. See, I tell you. See, it's like it's just depending on where you are. Because next year in New York City, our minimum wage is going to be $15 an hour, and that's nothing.
Yeah,
like you
same here.
can't even live properly off of that.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like here we have a huge problem because I live near Disneyland, right? So we're dealing with all of this, like, I don't know if you heard it about, like, the union workers not getting that bonus that they were promised and all of that kind of stuff. So we have Disneyland workers now that are picketing the fact that even though they're paid well-ish for, you know, normal people, they'd be like, okay, yeah, that's a pretty good wage. About a third of people who work at Disneyland are actually homeless because they can't afford housing down here.
Right.
I mean, my 1,000-square-foot condo, where legit it's like an apartment. I live underneath someone else.
Right.
You know, my mortgage right now on that is like $2,300 or something with my HOA fees and stuff like that built in too.
Oh.
Which
if you could
it's
see
a lot of money.
That would disgust you. What he has for that mortgage. That's what his mortgage is. And he doubles down on his mortgage to pay the house off faster. But if you saw his house, it would disgust you what he has for that same amount of money.
Who?
My father.
I'm from an area that I know what it looks like to have like, if I moved back where my family lives, I could get a house, a detached house, with a yard, north of Toronto in Canada.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, and I think that for me, when I moved here, was like the most disgusting thing. When I first moved here, I was like, a house, an apartment. We're buying an apartment for like over $300,000. You've got to be kidding. And now I'm like, oh yeah, that's actually a pretty good price, which is disgusting.
Right.
But
I know who's looking at
so
houses.
when you talk about,
go ahead.
when you talk about chair, you're talking about for a 1,000-square-foot house.
Right.
Which is just, no. And that's why, you know, even though the two of us have pretty good, you know, jobs and decent incomes and stuff like that, once you add those on, and then the cost of, you have to have a car because public transit here sucks. You can't get anywhere without a car, so we both have a car. So you have those car payments added onto it. So, like, you start adding on all the things that you just need to survive, and it gets really expensive. And then if you try to have any, like, semblance of having nice things, then you have to give something up somewhere.
Right.
And for me, that's baby number 2 right now.
And what do you do, Steph?
I work in retail. I'm an assistant store manager now.
Okay.
I work for a technology company.
Gotcha.
That's all my husband will let me say online.
Yeah, that's fine. No. I understand not getting specific, but I don't think there's anything wrong with talking industries.
Yeah, no, it's an awesome job. I absolutely love it. The company has corporate positions that I could potentially get into, and they're literally everywhere. So if I want to move back to Canada, there's the ability not only for me to do that, but like relocation assistance and that kind of stuff with it too. The benefits are amazing. The culture is amazing. I love my job. It's one of those things where, you know, I also work retail, so I understand that I don't have one of those like cushy, you know, 5, 6, 6-figure, 7-figure jobs, but
right.
I have a diploma in computer programming. I started in that up in Canada as a junior programmer for a firm that did accounting auditing software, and I hated my life, and I never want to do it again.
No, I understand. That's how I went into engineering, and I love that kind of stuff. But once I actually started taking engineering courses, I was like, nope, I'm out.
Yeah. I mean, the thing for me was like being locked in a cubicle all day long with no human interaction is not how I function. It's just not.
Yeah.
And the bigger thing for me too is that you could not pay me enough money to do a job I hate. I know that there's a lot of people who will do that, but for me, part of my work-life balance and me being happy around my family and being able to push myself through every day is knowing that at least I have a job that I love with people around me that I, care for. They're basically an extended family. If I had to go to a place where I didn't feel valued or I wasn't motivated by the job, it would give me panic attacks. And I've dealt with that once before, to the point I like legit blacked out at a Blockbuster.
Wow, that's not
I wasn't even at work. I left work, I went to go pick up a movie, and then all of a sudden I couldn't see anything.
I've never had that happen from stress. I've had that happen from concussion, but
it was scary, and it really put things into perspective for me too, because at that point the job I was doing was just a job so that I would be able to afford my car and stuff like that. But
right,
it's one of those cases where if it's going to affect my health, there's no point in me doing it, because your health and your family and all of those things are way more important than the money coming in.
Right. Oh, my stepmother's Facebook drives me crazy.
Oh no.
One album, mobile uploads, 970 photos. Ah, here you go. All right. Let's see.
I'll be right back. I'm just ordering breakfast. I'm putting myself on mute.
Yep. Here you go, can you click on mine? Are you at a point where you can click on my screen?
I can click on your screen.
Yeah, I'm not going to share to everybody, but...
Oh, that's yours?
No, that's my dad's house. He pays what she pays a month in mortgage for that in Houston. Just outside of Houston. This is their looking into their part of their living room in their backyard.
Yeah,
but that's part of the inside.
That's your mom and your dad?
That's my stepmother and my dad. I don't want to put this up because his who he works for is very computer sensitive. They I wanted to tell y'all this the other day. We were talking about this kind of stuff, and so we had a guy. I don't remember what we were talking about. We had a guy at work that went to the Philippines to bring one of these new 6th-gen drill ships online where I used to work. Same company he works for. They were bringing this drill ship online, so he had to go and run their pumping systems, make sure that it could pump drilling fluids properly and all. So he spent like 3 months over there. Came home, personal laptop. Came home, went back to his rig offshore, went to a rig offshore. Came back, came down to Fushon to make a couple extra days. Tell everybody hello because he used to work down there. Hang out, say hello to all of us. He's showing us pictures on his laptop. Now, I'm sorry, it was Thailand. Yeah, it was Thailand he went to. OG, I'm 27. So they went to Thailand. He's 52.
Who, your dad?
Yeah, he's 52, 53. So I'm reading OG's comments. He asked how old I was. He said my dad looks young.
No, no worries. I'm just driving, so I don't know what the comments look like.
Yeah, that's why. He's 53. He'll be 54 this year, so I had to think about it. But so the guy is showing us his pictures on his personal laptop, and there were some very inappropriate pictures for work stuff. But it's oil field. It's all.
I was gonna say.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, we're on night shift. We were slow. We had nothing to do. So he's showing us pictures. His laptop linked to that network. Linked to that Schlumberger network. Oops, sorry, I said their name. Really don't care because I don't work for him anymore. Neither does this guy. Linked to their network to sync because he had a MacBook to update, and it uploaded the pictures to the cloud. Well, it has to run through their servers.
Oh, no.
About 4 minutes later, the dispatcher walks in. He said, Garrett, he said, so-and-so from IT is on the phone for you. About 30 minutes later, another phone call, facility supervisor. About 20 minutes later, the facility supervisor walks in and hands him a pink slip.
Oh, yeah. Shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're super, strict about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but they called, do you have MacBook number, blah, 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 and spit out the serial number? No. Do you have a so-and-so there? Yeah. We need to speak to him. At 2 o'clock in the morning on a random night.
Wait, hang on. Give me I'll be right back. I just got to take a call. Hang on.
Uh-huh.
The company that I work for has similar infrastructure in place to be able to catch that kind of stuff too. And thank goodness I haven't ever seen anybody have to deal with it. But man, people who do that, you're just like, seriously? Are you dumb?
No. Yeah. OG, yeah, I'm only 27. That's twice my other live stream and this live stream that somebody's told me I sound a lot older, and I've never heard that before.
I don't think so.
I look like I'm 12, I guess. Other than the fact that I'm 6.5
My husband
feet
is
tall.
not allowed to shave. If my husband shaves, it looks like we're doing something illegal.
See, and I have to shave
for not a.
I have to shave for our respiratory gear.
Oh no.
Yep. But yeah, so what was I saying? I got sidetracked now.
I don't know. We were talking about the dude getting fired.
Infrastructure.
Being told you sound older.
The Disney World thing you were talking about. See, that would never fly here because Louisiana is a work at your will state. So unions, we have a couple of unions here. Like there's an industrial electricians union, but it's more of a club that kind of asks for some benefits. It's more of an organization than anything. They really have no power.
I mean, the thing about hiccups. The thing about California is that it's technically a right to will state as well, right to work.
That's it.
But it's heavily in favor of the employee instead of the employer.
Yeah,
so,
we're not.
Like technically we could fire anybody for any reason, but the amount of paperwork we go through to be able to allow ourselves to let somebody go because, let's say, they didn't show up for all of their shifts, which is a reason to let somebody go. You still have to go through all the loopholes and whatever, and then you're still likely to get taken to court and have to explain what happened.
See, and to me, there needs to be a balance between there.
Yeah. Oh, no, I agree. Like, I don't think anybody should just like, hey, you're wearing the wrong t-shirt today. Like, boom, gone.
Well, see here, yeah, technically they can fire you for any reason, but that kind of stuff usually results in a lawsuit. and usually goes in the employee's favor.
Yeah.
Because that's political discrimination, harassment, unless it's inappropriate.
Yes.
But as far as if you don't show up for shifts, there are some companies that make it tricky. Like I worked for Home Depot for a little while after I got laid off.
Yeah.
And like there was one girl on our night team. So I was the number 2, the step up supervisor, backup supervisor, and I was the safety lead and project lead. So like when she wasn't there, I ran the team. Most nights I ran the team while she did paperwork.
Gotcha.
The supervisor. And this girl needed to go. I mean, where she would do, it would take her a full 10-hour shift to do a 2-hour project. And I could do the 2-hour project in an hour, hour and a half, the same project. It was like we had some of those overnight resets that you do them every couple of months or every month, some of them. And I would do them. And sometimes they're a little longer than what they say they are, but consistently taking longer and not 20 minutes, consistently taking hours longer. And you walk by and you're like, she's asleep, sitting on the bucket, asleep.
Oh, yeah, that's good. It's different too if it like legit takes somebody longer, but if they're doing stuff like that, then no.
Yeah.
Because some people could have like physical or learning disabilities or something that are just going to make them take longer naturally, and that is completely understandable. But if you're
like we had one guy that was and I was a trainer too. I was the team trainer. So he hired on, and he was probably in his late 40s. And he would work. I mean, he would do anything you tell him to. But the simplest things I would have to tell him over and over and over.
Yeah.
And not over 1 or 2 days, over the course of a month. Something that should be routine after 1 or 2 times of seeing it and doing it.
Yeah. I enjoyed when I worked with Home Depot. I worked with Home Depot when I was up in Canada.
Yeah, it's not a bad company. They wouldn't pay enough.
Oh yeah, no.
And then I had the step up, the district supervisor that I had to answer to. She blackballed me on a performance review. My supervisor wrote my performance review. She made her go back and change it so that I wouldn't get promoted.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Because she was trying to get one of her pets promoted.
See, that's not cool.
And so I even tried to transfer up here to Baton Rouge Home Depots as a department lead or a shift lead, and I couldn't get anything. So I'd probably, if I could have gotten that lead, I'd probably be making the same as what I'm making now, because I'd be making 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about this job I have now, is it's not consistent. Sometimes 2 weeks ago, I made 58 hours in 4 days. And then last week, I was stuck at 22 hours by the end of the time.
All right. Now I'm on my computer.
You at work or you home today?
I'm at home today. Yeah. I would normally not have dropped the baby off at daycare on days where I'm home too, but my husband's like, we have to pay for the whole week anyway. You might as well and just relax, seeing as I had those 2 extreme days of work, so I can nap and just take it easy today.
There you go. Yeah, my brother and my sister-in-law used to do that.
Every once in a while, you just need a little break to recoup. And I work all this weekend, so I don't have a day off there.
Yeah.
Day off there.
Oh.
Let me give you a thumbs up on this. Whoops. I accidentally de-thumbs you up. That was bad.
I appreciate it.
Thumbs up, everybody.
My only request is if you don't like it and you thumbs it down, leave me a comment why. Don't just come in and thumb me down. Even if it's you don't like my voice, that's fine, but tell me.
Well, I got told yesterday when I was doing mine, they're like, look, you got initiated. You got your first 2 thumbs down. So I beat you. I had 2 thumbs down. You only have 1.
I only had 1 the other day, so I'm thinking it's the same person.
Probably.
It's got to be the same person. Yeah, because somebody jumped in as soon as I started up, but never said anything, never would respond. And then a little while later, I had a thumbs down. So
they're just jelly.
Probably.
Oh, I'm so excited for breakfast. So hungry. I woke up starving this morning, which is not usual.
I just ate breakfast finally. I did a little shake this morning. We've both been trying to cut back because we both need to lose weight. And so I finally just ate 2 boiled eggs and 4 cheese cubes and a handful of goldfish crackers.
That's a healthy, well-rounded diet.
It's not bad, I guess. It's better than what I would usually use. My problem is I can't keep like the goldfish. I have to pour them in a cup. Measure out and pour it in a cup and then walk off. Because if the box is here, I'll sit here and eat without thinking about it.
Me too.
But I played. I mean, I'm a big boy. I played offensive line. I was an all-state offensive lineman, and like my 8th grade year, I never played little league or pee wee ball because they wouldn't let me. I was too big.
Oh goodness!
They've got a weight limit here, and I was over that weight limit always. Now, by proportion, my younger brother, who was a rail, tall but a rail, and he's shorter than I am, proportionately, he was always pushing the weight limit.
Interesting.
And so, yeah, he would always push the weight limit. And he was always rail thin. I mean, skinny, skinny, skinny. And he just, I said, he always pushed the weight limit. So when I got to high schools usually start 8th grade here. They'll start having classes. And I got to play ball. And our coaches said, oh, we want all of our offensive linemen such and such a weight and size. And they would make us eat, like during summer training, so between 8th grade and freshman, they wanted us to bulk up. So we would lift weights and agility train Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday evening, we did walk-through practice because you can't put pads on until August 1st. But we would do walkthroughs or run-throughs. You'd run with just helmet and shorts and stuff, but run through all the plays.
Mm-hmm.
Then after Wednesday evening practice, we would go to a Chinese buffet or a Golden Corral, and they would make you eat 4 or 5 plates of food, of chicken and steak and vegetables and carbs, noodles, and I mean, some guys would get sick, but I mean, we had a massive O-line our freshman year. They do an 8th grade team, a freshman team, and then they do JV varsity. And I mean, our freshman O-line, I was the biggest at 6'3". My buddy was 6'2". We had 2 other guys that were like 6 foot to 6'1", and 1 guy that was just under 6 foot.
Yeah.
And all above 250 pounds.
That's crazy.
And that's where they wanted us. Size-wise, but I mean, nobody could compete with us.
Well, of course. Because you guys were monsters. Hey, did you want to jump over to Rico's channel? He's got like 81 people on there right now.
I don't care. I'll stay here and chat all day. It doesn't bother me.
Okay.
That's up to you. If you want to jump over there, I'll jump over there with you or hang out here for a little while. I mean, I am playing my video games now, so O can suck it. But
No, I mean, that doesn't bother me. I've been streaming since about, 8 o'clock. I saw he got on, I don't know, maybe an hour ago.
Yours has been up for 3 hours. Yeah.
But I just hang out here and chat. If everybody else leaves, I'll hop off, go watch that. So I don't get my feelings hurt, that's for sure.
I'm just reading the chat from over there. It looks like they're going to be doing a SPS giveaway tomorrow.
Yeah, well.
I don't think my tank can handle SPS.
I've got my first couple in, but they were cheap little pieces. I'm not buying an SPS pack like that because it's too much for me to worry about. I'm not investing $350 in corals for a nano.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in this nano challenge. I'm behind on videos and stuff, but if I win it, I win it. If I don't, I don't. I wish they would have done a first time nanos category.
I mean, I think at this point, as long as you keep your nano going, well, you have a pretty good chance of winning because of how many people are dropping out.
Yeah, a lot of people are crashing tanks. So, and that's what I'm trying to do is just maintain it. But I don't know. That's going to be on them. I'm sure they're going to judge it on the type of corals you have, which I think is crap. I mean, if you got a couple frags of high-end acros, well, sorry, I don't have $500-600 to drop on acro frags. But if I can get a few SPS, a few LPS, some softies, and have a nice mix that grows in well then, or not just me, anybody, I think that's a better way to judge it than how high-end a coral can you buy,
Yeah, so I didn't really actually see what the challenge was. Is it just to see who could keep it going for a year?
It's a year, but there's two divisions. There's nano and pico. Okay. Then there are some prizes that are US or UK only. But then there's 6 different judging categories.
Okay.
So one of them is most growth. One of them is best aquascape. One of them is like people's choice. The judges don't pick that one. Hey, Bubba. Yeah, I started. So we're saying about 8:15 this morning.
Hey, Bubba.
I don't know if you were on then or not, but we just hanging out. There's a link if you want to jump in. If not, I'll take it down in a minute. But yeah, so there's a couple of other categories. But there's 6 judge categories for the 2 divisions. There's like an overall judge's favorite tank wins a 2016 Apex from Fish a Hex. Costco, I love that place. I need to get a membership there. And then there are a couple of $100, $200 BRS gift cards, and there's a bunch of nice prizes. I mean, for me, it'd be nice to win something like, I'd love to win the Apex. That's the only way I'm getting one is if I win it off of something like that. Because I'm not buying an Apex. Not in the next 4 years can I see myself buying an Apex unless I hit the lottery.
Right.
Or get the actual job that I have a degree for. Those would be the only 2 ways. But that's too much money.
Oh yeah, Bubba. That's easy to do at Costco. I leave with Way more than I ever go in for.
Yeah. I like Costco better than Sam's because they've got a lot more of the holistic foods, I guess you'd say, the healthier foods.
Mm-hmm. I've never been to a Sam's Club.
Sam's Club is Walmart in bulk.
Yep.
Costco is Target in bulk. That's the best way I can describe it.
Okay. My new Sam's Club is actually owned by Walmart.
Yeah, yeah. But the grade, the grade of products is the same. I don't know who owns Costco. I know it's not Target, but it's what's the California big grocery that y'all have?
Albertsons?
No, not Albertsons.
We have Albertsons. We have Ralph's. Ralph's is Kruger. And then we have Vaughn's.
No, it's something else. I can't think of it right now.
I know there's probably more that I just don't shop at because I'm not that fancy. Stater Brothers?
Right Way?
I don't know if I've ever actually seen a Right Way.
There's one in San Francisco right by our hotel. I think that was the name of the place we went.
Yeah.
Because we were there for our honeymoon, and she's like, oh, well, we're just going to eat out the whole time. I said, no. I said, we're going to the grocery. We're going to get some turkey, you know, some bread, some cheese, some crackers, you know, some snacks for the hotel room. And I don't think we touched it like the first 2 days. But then like day 3, we had been out all day. We went back to the hotel. There was something we were kind of talking about doing, but she's like, you know what? I don't feel like going anywhere. I don't feel like doing anything. I was like, well, look, we got sandwiches and chips, and we can throw a movie on. So it ended up working out. There were a couple nights where I was drunk, and so I fixed me a sandwich before bed. Stater Brothers. That's who owns it, Bubba? See, they just built the first couple of Costco's. What friends are you talking to? Oh, yes, Levi. They just built the first few Costco's here in the last couple of years. In the last, 2 or 3 years, they've dropped the Costco in Baton Rouge, Lafayette, and New Orleans. Before that, it was just Sam's.
Oh, interesting. See, up in Canada, we didn't have Sam's. We just had Costco. So I'd never actually even heard of a Sam's Club until I moved down here.
Yeah. That's all they had. That was the thing. Like my grandparents, we'd go spend a couple weeks with them during the summer. They live about 2 hours away from where I grew up. It's my dad's parents. And so we would we'd go spend like a week or 2 during the summer. Because my grandfather still worked offshore.
Uh-huh.
He worked 7 days on, 7 days off. And we'd go spend a week, 2 weeks with him usually. We'd spend a week with my grandma, and she'd take 2 weeks of vacation because she still worked. And then we'd spend a week with both of them, and we'd go do stuff. And but it was Sam's. Oh, we're going to town. You know, you drive 45 minutes, 50 minutes to one of the closer cities and go to Sam's Club. And that's what you do. And I mean, the load down on food. You know, $400, $500, and they have chest freezers in their garage, and you know, 2 extra refrigerator in the garage, and
the shit just happened on Rico's channel.
Oh, I don't know what did happen.
I don't know. Miss Lurker got all like upset, saying somebody was calling her a troll. And then she like bounced out of his chat. I have no idea what's going on over there recently.
I don't know. I don't know.
There seems to be a lot of troll accusations going on.
Oh well. If you want to troll any, that means I'm doing something right. I'm popular enough to have trolls.
Right? I can be a troll for you if you'd like.
No, let's not. I like you. I will pay your trolls, but I said I grew up in an oil field family, so feelings were not present. I've worked in the oil field. Feelings do not exist.
I have feelings.
We were raised without them. I mean, you would never. There's only one time the whole time I was working there that I ever had a problem with something like that. And that's because they took a joke way overboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got to the point where some of the managers were in on it. And I wouldn't have cared, but it was a long day. It was a rough day. It was hot. It's during the summer, and that was just the icing on the cake to put me in a foul mood. And when I blew up, the facility manager heard me blow up on a couple of the guys, including two of the managers. I told them to go F themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, straight up, F you, F you, F you, you're cool, I'm out, that kind of deal. And he walked in and asked them what happened, and him and even the safety manager, which me and him were pretty cool, but he was in on it, and I wasn't in the mood that day. And they came and apologized, and they actually had to get Schlumberger HR involved.
Oh, geez.
Well, do you want to file a complaint? No, look, it's the next day. I'm good. I'm over it now. I said, yesterday was just a bad day. But once he heard about it, he had to file an official. That's when nobody got in trouble because I didn't push the issue. But that's fine. I didn't want anybody to get in trouble. I just wanted them to shut up and leave me alone.
Yeah, seriously. Pancakes.
He disappeared. That's sketchy. I don't know if you're reading the chat. Bubba asked Levi what happened to his friend, and he said he disappeared. That's sketchy.
Did the aliens get him?
It's not the aliens I'd be worried about over there. They got real threats. Tomer, you're in Israel, right?
Oh, goodness. I have to clean, and I really don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of all the reasons why I shouldn't.
Cleaning's an ongoing process for me with the fish room. Because I pack all the crap up, all the pieces and parts and plumbing and airline tubing and valves and then I go to do something and I got to get all that stuff out again. Oh, man, what is up today?
I don't know. I want to bounce real quick to listen to what the drama is over on the other channel.
Yeah, that's fine. You can just mute yourself and open it YouTube unless you're going to go to Hangouts.
No, I'm just going to listen. I'll be back.
Mm-hmm. So, Tomer, I see you chatting in here all the time. I don't think I've ever actually talked to you on any of the Hangouts. What kind of tanks do you have? Do you just have one or what? I know everything's hard to get over there, but is it just dry goods are hard to get, or is it livestock, or both? Or I'll try to learn a little bit about everywhere. So.
Bubba deleted all of his messages?
Bubba did?
It looks like it.
I don't know what happened. He's a mod, so he couldn't have gotten timed out.
Okay. I'm going to hop into their Hangout.
All right. Tomer, I'm gonna pull that first one just for civility's sake. But yes, I agree with you. Animals and corals are cheap. Okay, so dried goods are hard to import, but animals and corals are easy. Tomer, if you don't want to hang around, you don't have to. I appreciate it if you do, but I'm just chilling and looking at stuff. If you want to jump in, you're welcome to. Also, let me know. I'll drop you the link. Discuss foreign reefing versus American reefing. So what do you run on your tank, Tomer? Do you dose, or do you run Aquaforest or Triton, or how do you maintain your system? I just started dosing the ATI stuff. I'm kind of give their stuff a run because it doesn't seem like too many people use it, or if they do, there's not a whole lot of information on it. There's only one or two people that have any kind of videos or information on the ATI essentials. Oh, so you can't even get pods and that kind of stuff there. I don't know if you can get Reef Nutrition. I know it's big here, but Reef Nutrition has the Roddy Feast and stuff that mandarins will usually eat. I know that's what my LFS feeds his, that Roddy Feast. It's not even live. And the Tigger Feast, Tigger pods that are, preserved. But I don't find it's too bad on preservatives. Two parts, 200 liters. So yeah, so about 50 gallons. 54-gallon cube, is that what you have? Oh, I'm going to play nice. 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 Okay. Amazon does not send it to Israel. Okay. Do y'all have fish stores there, or how do you get your stuff? I don't know if it's like us where you just drive and go to a fish store, or is there like a few fish stores through all of Israel, or do you just have to go to like an importer? grow manner besides of a wonderful country. Yeah, I've always wanted to come over there and visit, and I mean that's long-term plans, but I'd like to come visit and see Israel, and I'd like to see Israel, Turkey, because of all the old architecture. I mean, there have been so many empires that go through there, like Istanbul and that area, and then catch parts of Europe. Germany. I'm not so interested in France, and then catch England. A lot of LPS. That's at a local fish store, Tomer. Like, is there a store in your town or city, or is there just like a couple of stores throughout the country, or do you have to go to like importers where they just kind of get it in and then break it down and distribute it? Here you go, Tomer. This is my local reef group. They do monthly photo contests and stuff. They these are the photos that people submit for the contests. So these are all guys that are within a couple hours of me usually. Plenty to see there from the Middle Ages. Pet shop here in almost every city. Okay, so it's kind of like here. I mean, you never know what other places are like. That's why I ask. I mean, if I don't ask, then I'm ignorant. Let's see what people have. Oh, look at that big gravid female clown. That's pretty cool. Garden eels. Oh. Man, this guy here is a local, kind of doing like Tidal Gardens does. I know you've probably seen some of their videos, but he just set up a whole grow shop in his house or in his shed, garage, unit, whatever you want to call it. I'm looking to see if he's got some of his photos. Ah, yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you want to jump in, I mean, if you speak English, even if it's broken, I mean, I don't mind trying, because working who I used to work for in the oil field, you have to work with a lot of foreign guys, a lot of guys from Asia and the South Pacific and the Middle East. Schlumberger hires a lot of guys from different parts of the Middle East. And so you have to learn how to talk with them and communicate with them in accents. And is that all the time you find, or just when they're spawning? I mean, I know mine, he's kind of a little dickhead. When I try to do anything in the tank, he'll start nipping at me. But I've heard some people, it's relentless. I mean, he's just like, you know, a hit here, a hit there, you know, every minute or so, he'll come and take a nip at me. I got mad and thumped him, flicked him in the head the other day. He left me alone. I think I kind of stunned him a little bit. But this is that guy's tanks. He's got a lot of nice stuff. And he just started fragging and selling stuff. Hmm. They are evil, yeah. I found my new way to deal with him. Flick him in the head every now and then, and he'll leave me alone. But all right, bud, it's just you and me. I'm gonna shut this down. Maybe Paul will start one up in a little while. I'm gonna go do a couple of things real quick. Hopefully, Paul or one of them will start one soon. But I'll catch you later, Tomer. I thank you for joining in. Thank you, everybody else, for stopping in and saying hello and watching. I appreciate it. Y'all all have a good day.